Likewise for Kopash.
In the goals there, trying to disrupt any shots, making its way close to the goals there, and trying to pressure any nest shot and slamish.
Myken getting a couple scores already, seeing if he can get some more. Oh, the Dusty! Oh, it must be! It's eyeing the cross opportunity, and look at that. Now, in this round, and maybe looking for the alley-oop. Oh, nice play to get it started for Tricksters.
The Tipu, that seems to be the kind of duo power that they've created here in this first round. Clean Mike sending over to the right, Tipu by the shield.
Aliosa with the fake, and again with the fake, and with the points.
And Max and Nasa passes over to, oh wow, what a move.
To him, Fermat there with a backboarded play. Second attempt, no, Luke again. And Fermat to the nest, and firmly into the bottom pocket, seems like. Minute 43 left, and inverting, converting, it's fallen.
Right shoulder, if you can find a few points, you will find the pass to Cosby, but the save.
For a passing play to the backboard, tapping off, looking for that lane, crazy kids.
Hajibet looking for another pass there to Aliosa. Aliosa looking for the shot, but Hollow with the save and Hajibet with the steal.
It's a Vapor after a pretty good first round. It's a pretty great shot, found from 43 meters deep.
Over towards Gish. Now Gish off the floor, crossing it to the right.
Defense to turn it over and kind of an error that they wish they could take back, and you know what they do? Paint those walls and try and get themselves those goals as a passing play. Midfield, Kopash down to Clean Mike. Clean Mike has to chuck it, and they will not. Oh my goodness, fallen. But with that, it's going to be Cosbu. And squeezing it through, go Fish.
Out there, finding those 3 points to open up the game, and the re-grabs.
Picked off by Clean Mike. Oh, everyone diving, but no one surviving. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to VR Master League Season 3, the tail end of things. This is it. This is the ultimate. This is the finale of sorts. We're getting there. The OCE Season 3 Finals Day 1 starts right now, or Night 1, depending where you're joining us from. And when I say us, well, I mean me, Palador, and Kit Catastrophe, right here, side by side. Pretty much. So yeah, glad to have you guys here. This is going to be such a fun day of tournaments, fun nights, fun weekend of tournaments. We have so many things to look forward to across all our 3 regions. Kit, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm super excited, and I must admit, it's a little weird having my team playing while casting, but
yeah, well,
a little strange feeling. But
so who are you cheering for?
I'm neither team.
Yay, neither team. Well, you know what? I'm happy to have you here with me. And over on Channel 2, by the by, we have Dimwee and JG. They're casting as well. There's 2 simultaneous matches that will be going on here for this first day of tournaments, a 2-day event that we're proud to bring you here on venues, on Twitch TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming, so on and so forth. Wherever you are, you've came to the right place. So that much I can say for sure. But we're getting ready to begin. And, well, need I ask, what can you tell us about these teams here?
Well, I can't tell you too much about Horsemen because I have no idea about them at all. Sarcasm at its finest.
Me neither.
But I reckon this is going to be a really close matchup and a really close game, and it's definitely going to be one to watch. I noticed a little bit with the bracket things that's been running that a lot of people have been favoring Last Centurions, but I definitely think you shouldn't count the Horsemen out.
Oh, not at all. These teams here competing at the top level for sure of OCE, an ever-growing region here in Season 3. Season 2 is where they started, and they just keep on growing, keep on going. And speaking of, we are off and underway into the finals, the first match of any of our region's finals here in Season 3 after 5 long months, so I'm too excited to begin.
It is thrown through mid there. Boo able to pick it up, but a stun war there, knocking both players out to be able to recover it though, and a steal war there. Kopesh coming out on top, looking for options there, maybe looking for that reset, not quite able to get it. Pam with the stun, able to steal the disc, looking for that long shot, but a great intercept there by Luigi.
Oh, great intercept is right, and passing it off to Kopesh there, mid-line. We'll find Tipu on that side, trying to evade Frost, and some good cycling of the disc here, but actually going to turn around now into the goal. There is a goalkeeper back there. And stuns in the midfield will gain possession back for Pam, Bam, Dam. And oh man, some great names here in this region. But back into the blue.
Frost able to pick up the disc now, looking for options, walking it forward, looking to walk it into that bubble. Can they get the first points here? And they take the first points of the round. About 1 minute and 4 seconds in, we do have the first points on here by the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, that we certainly do. So great to see, great to see. Would be great to see some replays there in a second, but never you mind. Now over on, again on Channel 2, we have the other matches running. We have Europe, that'll be starting in about, let's see, about what, 10 hours from now or so, 11 hours. I mean, North America as well. A lot of teams here competing for their share of these fantastic prizes. $8,200 combined value there in cash and prizes. Right now, well, no surprises. It's Clean Mike getting the 2 points just to tie it up, and we're right back in it.
3 defenders on and still able to push through. Great job here and a great tie at that. Definitely an exciting game already. So back and forth, and it will be 4 horsemen with that joust advantage now.
All right, yeah, so just goal for goal to start it all off. And everyone who's joining us, by the way, I do want to give a great big shout out to all the OCE community who are joining, because they've definitely been supportive and engaged in these streams. Really, proportionally speaking, OCE has been pretty lit up compared to a lot of our regions ever growing in VRML, but definitely a tight-knit community that's managed to get bigger while just still being, you know, supportive of the streams and of VRML and of each other. So great to have all you guys here.
Pam looking for that clear back downfield. It is going to look to fall in the hands of Fallen there, but Clean Mike getting the stun off, and the disc is falling back into Last Centurion's possession. Kopesh dodging around that defender, potentially going for that long shot here, and it's in! Kopesh is surely not able to... I'm stumbling on my words there. Kopesh is just able to hit those shots and is certainly well known for it.
Needless to say, Kopesh is the one to ever show anything but excellence, pretty much, when it comes to the offense. Just a ridiculous player. And every single time we stream, in fact, just look at this replay. I mean, just the consistency of this guy right here in Kopesh. Able to do that pretty much every time that he's on a cast. So always a joy to watch that player in particular. But all these players obviously just competing at a very high level and rapidly getting better and better by the season.
A great intercept there by Boo, able to tap it back, but the backline player of Luigi Logic is there, looking for that pass down, bringing it forward into the bubble is Clean Mike, looking for that pass up to the shoulder there. Tipu going to walk it forward, but a great stun from the 4 horsemen and able to get it back down the field once again. The stacks coming in from both sides. Tipu able to get there first. Horseman looking for that stun, not quite able to get it, and the clear is not quite out. However, Last Centurions are able to get on top of it and get it clear.
And snagging it is Fallen. Fallen to the mid lane. That's going to bounce low, bounce high. And in that sky, it's a inversion by Clean Mike, actually taking it back for them. Will back it out wisely there to Tipu at the nest. Has a couple defenders nearby, but squeezes it over to the side tunnel and actually rebounded now by Pam. And Pam looking for that deep shot, and not good, unfortunately, but a rebound might be had here still yet, and they'll get another go at it.
Boo now with that disc, looking for that pass across, but a great intercept once again. Looking for that clear, but not quite able to get it. Fallen now with it, doing some juking. Looking for that pass up there to Pam. Pam passing it over to the Frost. Frost doing some jukes now. Looking for that goal, but it just dings off the post there. Last Centurion is able to recover it. Looking for that clear once again, but Fallen is back there. Looking for Pam on the roof there. Moving down in the nest, walking it forward, and a great stop there by Luigi.
All right, well, you know, talk about Kopesh and the offense. Let's talk about Luigi Logic and the defense. Definitely talk about the consistency. That's something I see. We all see every time Luigi's on stream as well. Now, Fallen, definitely no slouch in his own right. Fallen's had just a massive amount of fantastic saves. Could not get that one, however, as it will be a 7-2 lead coming in from Centurions.
7-2 lead, meaning that Centurions have 5 points, but it definitely isn't able to come back here. There's still plenty of time left in this round with about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. They definitely can come back here, and we have a low-scoring game, but definitely not one that isn't full of excitement.
Absolutely. And first round, again, there will be 3 rounds of this tournament, that is. Not 3 Echo rounds, but 3 rounds, rather, of the brackets. Hold on, maybe causing a racket. It's Clean Mike doing what he does. There's clean up on aisle 5, and, well, Mike now putting them up just a couple more. 7.
Oh, you mean clean up on aisle goal?
No, not on my own goal. That's Strembitsky. Wait. I'm sorry. It's too late for that. Anyway, we'll be coming out here a little bit down, but certainly not out. 4 minutes left, right? And I think one of the factors, too, we see a lot of times in these kind of tournaments is, especially these long-form ones in the season finals, I mean, you get a little bit of a warm-up period. It takes some time to find your groove and to calm it down just a little bit. And I think 4 Horsemen's here, if they can break this drought that they've got going on, they should still be fine for the rest of the round, but they do probably need to score here. And will they, won't they? No way. It's out of the zone, back into the wedge, and recovered by Kopesh.
Clear there from last Centurions. It's going down. It is bouncing loose in the Horseman's side. Fallen there looking to recover it first. Maybe some stunning in the back line. The stack coming in now. A great pass off to Pam. Pam now with it. The stack following up. Looking for that long shot. Not quite able to make it. Is going to bounce loose. Kopesh is going to pick up that disc now. Look for that pass off. It doesn't quite connect, but it is cleared out. It bouncing loose in that trap area and bouncing back into the midfield. But Tipu now with it. Looking for that long shot. Dinging off the shield there. And it is going to go back into the trap area. Well, Pam, Bam, Dam will pick it up.
And Tipu as well getting, well, picked up by the defense. There's a stun coming in from Boo. Boo sending it out to the other side and taking a bit of a tap boost as well. And off the recovery, looking like it will be Pam. Pam winding it around, but once more couldn't get the goal quite there. Back to the midfield, and there is a backliner, but actually just misses the arms of Fallen. But Fallen getting a great grab, nice leech to make up for that mistake, and he will take the disc back here at the barrier.
Dodging 3 players, but not quite able to finish off that clear. It is stolen by last Centurions, capitalizing there. A ding. It is going to bounce back towards their side, but bouncing back, Pam Bam able to recover it, get it past the other backline player down there. But the stack from Centurions back faster than the stack from Horsemen. Cleared all the way down now. It is back. It will be a stack race once again. Fallen looking to get there first, missing the disc, but it will be recovered there by Kopesh. Kopesh going to walk it forward now. Look for those options. Look for those passes. A great coverage here by Horseman, causing that pressure on the defense there. Great reset. Able to reset that play. A great pass in the bubble there, and looking for the shot is Tipu.
Not too shabby. Last Centurions come out just guns blazing here in the first round of our first match of the last matches of the season, which all is to say these finals here. Of course, shout out to our great sponsors who are sponsoring that part of that 8200 prize book, all contributing to it, as well as some giveaways throughout the weekend between HyperX and Asterion products. Got a VRware.net, Pro2 VR, VR cover, Fixed Gaming, Rebuff Reality, and then this virtual reality. Could that be a shot? No, it is just barely off. That's going to sail right back and be taken by Frost before it gets stunned out ice cold. And there's Kopesh in the veins. It's 13-2. Looking to take this first round definitively.
They are going to look to take this first round, but definitely some strong plays here. The scoreboard doesn't show how close this game is. Every play is close. The defense is there and the offense is there, but the 4 Horsemen just quite aren't able to score just as of yet. Fallen looking to hang onto the disc, hang onto possession, bait out that defense, looking for Boo there. Boo gonna walk it forward, look for options there. A great pass down to Pam. Pam over, looking for that clear, not quite able to connect. It will be recovered by Tipu, but a great steal there, and it is cleared downfield once again. Kopesh looking to get there first, not quite getting the disc. Can Frost get it? But no, Mike is gonna tap it back for that reset.
And over to Tibu now, being stunned though. Pam, the overtake. Now there's only 15 seconds left, but a score here would be huge. Dusty's gonna be huge and trying to abuse the defense, but no, elevator doors closed there, and it's down to that bottom floor as it gets cleared down the lane. 5 seconds left, maybe some time for one quick grab and one quick throw. Let's see, there it is, and there it goes. It's the end of the round. Les Centurions looking to take first here in this series.
Centurions are going to take that first round, but I definitely wouldn't count Horsemen out. That was a close round, even if it wasn't close on the scoreboard.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean, I mean, they could have used the score there at the end, sure, but it's still another one of those cases where, because of the situation, I mean, it's high pressure, okay? It's the finals. Now, granted, keep in mind, double elimination here. So any team that does lose this first round or this first series of matches, I mean, they can still come back in the lower brackets. You have to lose twice against 2 different teams in order to be eliminated from this weekend and from your share of the prizes. So you don't, if you're the 4 Horsemen, you're not panicked about what just happened there, but you do want to be able to find that calming factor and just recognize it's a long tournament. Granted, only 3 sets of games here today, and then the rest will be completed tomorrow, but that said, you're not too far away from just being able to come back, breathe, relax, etc., etc. It's not a one and done, and that's always the challenge with these types of tournaments at the end of the season, because it is such a different kind of format than what you get through your weekly matches.
It is definitely a different format here. One of the teams taking a pause, maybe just a mental reset, and able to just calm down, go into this second round even stronger. And I'm going to be greedy. I want a third round. Just for the sake of third rounds, I promise.
Of course, always, always. I would agree with you regardless. Yeah, 4 Horsemen, and they can definitely do it. This is a team that is super talented. I mean, watching these players throughout this season, last season as well, I mean, again, it's one of the pleasures of casting these growing regions every season here, as you do get to become kind of familiar with all the different players, all their different strengths, weaknesses. You get to see a lot of those weaknesses fade away. I think especially in OCE, I know this is a recurring theme throughout a lot of the regions, but especially in this one here, the rapid growth we're seeing from a numerous amount of these teams has been nothing short of impressive, considering this region in Echo Arena competitive play did not exist a year ago. It wasn't really there. You know, we saw Cam Jam from New Zealand, I do believe. Or hopefully he won't. I'm right, and he won't come after me afterwards otherwise. But I mean, Cam Jam, you know, he was playing in North America. It was allowed back in Season 1. He was kind of one of the founders of sorts, of a sense, in the OCE competitive scene. And, you know, come the next season, for one reason or another, well, got put into OCE. and you know what, did a lot of great things there on that end. And it's only grown since then. I don't have the stats on hand, but I believe, triple the amount of teams last season? Maybe even more.
It's quadrupled.
Quadruple, there you
We
go.
have 20 teams, and the last season there was 6.
And need I say more? You know, a big part of that has been the introduction also of our Japanese, well, more so Asian region, but a lot of the Japan teams specifically have come into OCE and come into Echo Arena the past, 6 months to a year now, right? And I've seen a lot of them as well in these streams. Always fun watching them here.
Absolutely. I reckon the Japanese teams are some of the best to play against. They're so friendly and they're so much fun. It's just a fun game all round to play a Japanese team. I mean, it's fun to play any team, but just especially, like, you have those little jokes with teams, and that's what I love about such a small community, is we know who we're going against, and we have little jokes and bits and pieces in what we do. So if you keep a close eye out, you may see some of it, because there is jokes to be had, and it's pretty cool when you do get to catch it on cam, because we don't share all of our jokes, but if you look out carefully, you can see them.
So speaking of, I was kind of watching on the other end. I'm half suspecting Let's see, can they get it off in time? I guess so. I was watching the tunnels there, the spawn room, and I was awfully late to that joust, as you can see, but 4 Horsemen do manage to get out. They were having some intense discussions. Don't know what was being said, but they were definitely trying to find their rhythm and figure out how to re-strategize there. You can see the body language there, and unfortunately for them, it's not going to turn into some points. Well, I mean, it will, but just against them as Kopesh converts.
Kopesh getting those points, and 4 Horsemen with the joust now. Maybe going for a different strategy. Maybe seeing something different here. What are they doing? I am very curious to find out. And it will be interesting to see what they do here. How are they going to play it out? What are they going to do? Dodging that stack now. And I think all the players got stunned out there. Both stacks. Frost moving forward with that disc now, looking for a pass option perhaps, getting the pass off, looking for the points, looking for the dunk, not quite able to get it. The stun though, Kopesh able to recover the disc, but no, Boo getting the intercept, getting the pass off to Frost. Frost gonna put it in for 2.
There you go, good second attempt. Now, the first one coming in from the bottom lane. But the thing is, because of that tight angle, if you just see here, you're a player approaching the goal from this type of angle, there's only so many places that this can go, right? Especially if you're going for that dunk or that hook shot like the offensive driver was. So, great goalkeeper, they're just going to sit right here in the goal, put their arms out, and they're going to be able to nab a lot of disc just based off that alone. But then coming in on the second attempt, they drove it straight into the goalie, just 1 meter away, so gave it much better chance of going in there, right in the face, basically.
Great stuns in the midfield there. Fallen able to get a hand on the disc. Looking for that reset. Great reset there to Pam. Pam now looking for that pass down forward. And it is passed down to Frost. Frost now with the disc. The stacking coming from Centurions. Great jukes there. Able to get the loose of those players. Looking for that pass down. Perhaps a clear. But no, Luigi Logic is there. Great pass off there to Clean Mike. Clean Mike now floating down to the floor. Looking for that pass option. I think a little bit of a fake pass there. And gets it over to Tipu. Not quite able to connect now. And is loose in that top trench, being recovered by Pam Bam Dam.
And back into the awaiting hands, maybe not, of Luigi. Thought it was a guarantee, but still will have the teammates to save the day. Collecting it off that side panel. Kopesh, speaking of, going for that side, winding shot off the wall, but even if it had been a good bounce, well, Fallen was guarding that back lane with his life. So, unfortunately, no points there as the brawls continue to go on back and forth in the midfield.
Luigi Logic intercepting that clear. Great passes here by Centurion. Centurion's going to walk it forward now. Tipu going to do a bit of juking, maybe losing that anchor. Great pass off to Kopesh. Kopesh looking for the pass back and not able to connect. Who's going to get to that disc first? A great stun by Frost. Frost looking for the second stun. Gets it off, but the disc is loose once again. It is going to be picked up by Boo there. Boo is going to walk it forward. Look for that clear down. It is now in the hands of Frost. Frost is going to look for the jukes there. Juking around Kopesh, and he gets the pass off to Boo. Boo is going to pass it back to Frost. Frost is going to walk it forward. Perhaps look for that shot, and there is the points there. They take the first lead.
And it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? 4 Horsemen up by 2 points, but to them, those 2 points, that's golden practically, just based off the rate of scores and based off that first round. This is a much better start for them to be eyeing the potentially that round 3, like you said. So good job to not lose too much confidence after that first round loss and start off successfully now in round 2.
Pam looking for stun there, but a great intercept there by Fallen. Fallen going to intercept that pass. Fallen now with the disc, looking for options, looking for that pass down. Frost now with it, going to walk it forward. Look for that pass option there. A pass off to Pam. Pam's going to walk it in, and they're going to put it in for another 2 points.
All right, so how quickly the tides can change, fitting for a region named by the ocean. And indeed, right now, the motion looking good. Looking good for that comeback situation. And 4 Horsemen, they wouldn't be a stranger to tough games, certainly. I mean, recalling some of these players last season, Fallen specifically, just remembering a lot of big plays last season in the clutchest of moments. In fact, I'd say OCE Finals among our 3 regions. OCE Finals was arguably the most competitive in the sense that, I mean, it went down round 5s and lower brackets, round 5s and upper brackets from what I recall. It was intense, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to now as we start off here.
Great pick up there, the open shot, and Frost is going to take it. They are taking their lead to 7. They have 9 unanswered points here.
Wow. Absolutely. This is a complete reverse of what we just saw in round one. Suffice to say, rhythm has changed. I want to shout out real quick as well the chat there, of course. Now we are live across our multiple platforms, whether in venues and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and so on. But glad to have you guys here and correct our sponsors. They are league sponsors across all our VRML games. We're in a bunch of them. Not only Echo, but of course Onward, Pavlov, and just a lot of leagues continuing to grow and sprout out of VR Master League here in this community-ran league.
Absolutely, Luigi on those back lines once again, able to pick up the disc now, looking for that pass out. Oh no, a missed bounce there. It is going to be loose. Who is going to get there first? It is Frost. Frost now with it, going to shake off that defense, maybe look for a pass. Duking around here, going to move forward, get the pass off there to Pam, and Pam's going to put it in for another 2. They have 11 unanswered points.
You know, went for that bottom angle again, so not the easiest angle to go from, a savable one, but because of the momentum factor, that's always going to be a difficulty multiplier if you're the team who's feeling the bad end of that burn, which is to say, Last Centurions at the moment. So incredible turnaround, and yeah, they have definitely shook it off, like you said.
They've absolutely shaken it off. A great pass there to Kopesh. Kopesh now with it. Going to walk forward, look for that pass across there to Mike. Mike's going to look for it, but no, another intercept there by Horseman. A great clear down. It will fall back into the hands of Luigi Logic, though. The stack's coming in, and it isn't going to make it out. It is loose once again. Who is going to pick it up there? It will be Clean Mike. A stun out there from both teams. Now adding pressure is Horseman. Horseman going to push forward, but no, the pass off to Kopesh. Kopesh now with it. Going to look for that clear down. It is going to bounce loose downfield, and it will be picked up once again by Fallen.
You know, Fallen playing pretty back out there, and it's working out so far. Really, though, the biggest killer to what the 4 Horsemen are doing right now would be threes. Now, that said, trying to steeze, Frost from Pam, Bam, Damn, and continuing to just dominate here, much like Centurions did the first time. This is just a complete reversal of fortune.
13 unanswered points. They've come back fighting in this second round. They won a round 3, and they're going to show everyone who is boss.
Looks like it. I'm really curious to see now. Last Centurions, they need a score. Plain and simple. They may not win this round, but they do need to score. If they go into the third round feeling nothing, no kind of rhythm, that's going to be mighty, mighty bad. So Tipu is going to stop that wound and just close it up a little bit to bring them back within a single-digit deficit.
It is still plausible to come back from this deficit.
Oh, yeah.
Not impossible, but highly unlikely.
Yeah, for sure. Not impossible, but even then, regardless of the results, just those scores are going to matter so very much in the context of how good a team is feeling going into the last 10 minutes. Frost here, minute by minute, they feel pretty good, obviously. I don't think they're in too much of a rush. You saw Fallen playing back earlier on, so I think if they can just stick to their guns here, stall the disc maybe, or just essentially manage that clock well, they'll definitely be eyeing that third round. We only have 1:37 left.
Luigi looking for that clear. It doesn't quite make it out. It is loose there. A great tap off, but it is going to bounce back. Who is going to fall in the hands of Frost there? Frost is going to walk it forward. Maybe look for a pass. Maybe look for it. The lane's covered, but a great pass. No, a miss. And it will be loose once again. It looks like it will be Last Centurions getting a hand on it first. Is Fallen back there to pick it up? Not quite, and it will be the stack from Centurions. Centurions now going to walk it forward, looking for that pass. The pass is made. The goal is open, not for long, though. Kopesh going to walk it in. Both of those players diving out for it, but not quite able to get a hand on it. And Last Centurions able to get some momentum back here.
Yeah, absolutely. And no exaggeration, chat. If you recall, just Challenger Cups a week ago. Who was it? I think Ethereal? No. Hive Mind, I think it was. What was that? A 9 or 10 point comeback in about 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes? It's literally happened in the last week of tournaments. I mean, you can never discount a team. If you give them a window, these players are too good. They are going to take that window. And we do see it from time to time, for sure.
And it is Clean Mike now going to walk forward with that disc, going to look for pass options. Fallen is back in that goal, and there is Pam in the goal as well, looking for there. Great save by Fallen. Fallen now looking for that clear out. It is going to make it the whole way through. It is bouncing loose there. Can they score and get some momentum back in this last little bit? And it will be loose once again. A great stun out there by Boo Boo is going to walk it forward. It is a one-on-one, taking that three-pointer. Not quite able to make it. And Horseman will take the second round. We are going to a round 3.
Well, Boo Boo is right, because 4 Horsemen just put a hurting on them. 13-6. Honestly, I think for Last Centurions, they got to take a moral victory in the fact that it wasn't by more, because it did feel like that round about halfway through. It felt like a borderline Mercy type of flow where it was really building towards that snowball, but they managed to stop the bleeding a little bit there towards the end, and at the end of things, they at least had a single-digit loss. They can take this next 60 seconds to just recuperate, much like the 4 Horsemen did. And they should still be mighty fine come the next round, the last round.
There is that in-between round pause. Maybe an unpause there? Maybe a pause? Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. But maybe they are going to use that pause. Maybe they aren't. And let's see. I'm interested to see the stats here. I'm mostly interested to see the attempts.
Yeah, well, we can see there. I mean, the shots taken 19-14, so more for Last Centurions thus far. But just as well, more saves for the 4 Horsemen, a few more, in fact. So kind of evens out a little bit there. Just seeing the offense meet the defense, and well, as the story of Echo goes, right? But a lot of shot attempts, a lot of stifling. You can see the stuns incredible here. I mean, look at that, 115 currently to 69 for Last Centurions. The 4 Horsemen, they are throwing fists. You wouldn't expect it from a horse.
No, you wouldn't expect it. It looks like we do have a drop out there.
Yeah, we got a little timeout here, but in between rounds, it can take up to 5 minutes, so not a problem at all here, as these teams kind of gather themselves regardless.
They are going to gather themselves, and maybe a switch up. Who knows? Let's see what happens here. I believe... I think that now would be a good time to discuss what I think's going to happen. I think...
Go for it.
That it's going to be really close coming up to the rounds here. I think that Horsemen definitely can take a win here, but so can Centurions. It's going to be a close round. Definitely after gaining some momentum back, Last Centurions are definitely absolutely going to come back strong here. I play with those players a lot. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game here. And I'm super excited to see what happens.
Yeah, and well, while we do await the return, just for reference, because the stream can't see it at the moment, 4 Horsemen currently missing a player. Can't imagine there'd be a switch. I'd almost hope not, given the fact that after that round, I mean, they should be feeling mighty good. But whatever the case, they're just trying to get themselves gathered. And for those at home and watching on venues and Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, I mean, here, I'll bring up the brackets for you. You can see what's going on. And with that, so currently, as you might note there, Last Centurions 4 Horsemen, this is the first round of these finals brackets played across the course of 2 days. This is the first match of all our finals, but the winner of this match will go on to face Leviathan next. And that's going to be definitely a killer match to behold, whoever happens to find themselves in it. Outlaws, meanwhile, will face the winner of Hydra versus Invictus going on Channel 2. Might be finished around now. I'm not quite sure, but that's being casted by Dimwee and JG over on our sister channel. And we will be playing, again, 3 matches. So this round 1, as you see on screen, the second round, and then that losers round 1, the lower bracket as well. And that's where we'll be cutting off for the day. And then tomorrow, it's all the way to the finals. Same place, same time.
It looks like we may be getting an unpause here shortly. And I do believe the game on VRML Channel 2 has concluded.
All right, well, we'll hopefully get some updates on that, and we'll see what fate may await. But nonetheless, not too late. It's the start of the 3rd round. Decisive here. and we're going to get right back into the swing of things. So once again, everybody at home, thanks for joining. I'm Palador. This is Kit Catastrophe. Next to me, 4 Horsemen, Last Centurions, Season 3 Finals. The start of it, that is, not the final. You know what I mean, words. Anyways, let's go.
It will be Horsemen winning their joust first, but the stack coming in from Last Centurions, able to headbutt it out of their hands. Clean Mike able to recover that disc, but a great intercept there by Pam Bam Dam. Pam now with it, gonna walk forward.
Uh-oh, this is familiar.
Train here. Dancing around those players, actually pulling it off successfully, looking for that anchor shot, not quite able to make it. Tactful there. Pam Bam now looking for that pass up to Frost. Frost now going to dance across the ceiling. Look for that cut in. Not quite able to make it. And it will be Last Centurions able to recover the disc. Tapping it out though, and Pam able to recover it. Coming off the head there of one of the players. Oh, a miss there. And it will be Frost dancing across the ceiling with it now.
Diving in from that corner, a clever jukes and finds the pass for the Dunkaroo. It's Pam Bam Dam from Frost. And that was a pretty nice way for them to start. I was wondering if that brief timeout would maybe ice them a little bit, but turns out not the case, at least on that first executed pass. That was pretty much done to perfection.
I think it's fired them up here. Last Centurions now with that disc, with that cleared down. It is going to bounce through that midfield. Kopesh able to pick it up now. Frost challenging him, but he is able to get away. Tipu now with it, going to walk forward. Look for that pass across, maybe. But the man is covered. Going to pass it back to Kopesh. Kopesh looking for that backboard. Not quite able to make it. Great passing play there on a stun goalie. Tipu is going to take some points there. We have a tied game.
Yeah, we do, and glad to see that from Centurions also, whatever the outcome is. I mean, given the first round was basically a somewhat lopsided victory for Last Centurions, the second round, lopsided victory for the 4 Horsemen. Can only imagine that maybe it just equals each other out here in the third. I mean, both these teams, they're warmed up, as you can tell, and now trying to get another shot, maybe the second in a row here for Last Centurions as they giddy up into the front line.
They are going to look for that pass there. Pass down to Kopesh. Kopesh off to Clean Mike. Clean Mike's going to put it in for 2. Getting around that defender and taking the lead here. Exactly what they needed for their momentum. Come on, Horsemen. Let's see what you can do now. Let's see what happens here. I'm super excited. Let's see what Horsemen can do. Let's see how Last Centurions can do. We have a close game on our hands.
Yeah, well, 2 in a row for Centurions, and now on the defensive end, seeing if they can approach this player, trying not to get too caught up, but a good brawl there from Frost. Frost and Fallen, actually. Look at all these delays occurring on the back line. You can see the disc way in the distance there on the horizon. A lot of fights going on both ends of the floor, so hard to even keep up. But that said, getting it back up is Luigi Logic to the front line and actually way through mid on a just about perfect clear that nearly sails in. And now it's up to the stacks to retrieve.
It looks like the 4 Horsemen will get back there first, looking for that clear out. It is going to get stuck in that top trap area. Luigi Logic picking it up first, challenged by Horsemen. A great intercept there by Frost. Frost looking for the clear the whole way down. Bouncy off the roof there. Bouncy close to the goal, not quite in. And it is going to be recovered by the stack from Last Centurions. Looking for that pass across there. Kopesh going to pass it back. A missed pass at that. Pam Bam picking it up. A great stun by Frost. Going to walk it towards the goal now. Looking for that shot, but another great stun. A steal. The brawl in the goal is not quite able to get cleared out, and it will be picked up by Horsemen once again.
Making it look easy despite all the difficulty. Now the anchor, the rebound, and boo! Gets the 2. It's tied up at 4. Horsemen.
Tied game hype. Tied game hype.
Absolutely.
Round
this
3
is
OT, question mark?
Look, sometimes we casters curse it, sometimes I do it a lot when mention how something's gonna pan out. Thus far, it's been even, nice and even. Like to see it, love to see it. And round 3 continues on. We're approaching that halfway point of 5:55 and trying to get lucky here with some maybe scoring opportunities. Actually, will just be a one-on-one. Walks it in coast to coast. How about that?
A great walk in there by Clean Mike, able to get those points off. Let's see what Horsemen can do to respond here. They've so far been able to keep it even, and Last Centurions even them up before. Last Centurions now with the 2-point lead. Let's see what happens here, and we are going to find out right about now. The tap off there to get away from that fast stack, not able to recover it. A great stun by Horseman. Another great stun at that. Frost now going to go to the ceiling. Look for options, maybe look for a pass, going to walk it forward. Being challenged now, not quite able to get the clear, and it will be the stack from Last Centurions able to pick it up first.
And distributing over there, but missing the grab, unfortunately. This will allow some time for the regather. They do. Frost sends it clear through. Now there is a backfielder, Luigi Logic, playing that as well. They've got the 2-point advantage. They've got some numbers advantage, at least in the backline here. You can see some brawls, and that's going to buy them some time to just position out and pass out. That's what the stall game will net you is, well, ideally better retrieval opportunities, but as I say that, well, there goes the Jinx. Now Fallen taking it back, and it will be down 2, but still 4 minutes to expend here as they try to roll out and space out the floor very similarly, as you can see.
Here's Frost now walking forward with the disc, gonna walk past that stack, look for the clear, but no, Kopesh is there. Maybe a long shot attempt, maybe it's on. Ooh. Looking for the backboard, no, but the recovery from the stack, they are gonna take their lead to 4.
All right, looking good for Centurions. A couple goals ahead now. 4 Horsemen still have 4 minutes. I mean, that's their number, that's their calling card. They're right back in it as this launch gets out and underway again in this first round of matchups.
First round of matchups here, playing it for time, maybe trying to bait out that defense, looking for that pass across, passing it back now. Fallen now with the disc, gonna walk forward, passing it across to Boo. Boo now with it, gonna pass it back, gonna play it slow here. They don't have time on their side, but there is still plenty of time left in this match. Maybe trying to wind it down, maybe trying to keep them from scoring. A missed pass there. It is gonna fall back into the hands of Frost. Frost able to get it away. Boo now with it, gonna look for that clear. It isn't gonna quite make it out, and it will be recovered there by Clean Mike. Clean Mike now gonna try and clear that backwards. It is in that top trench area, and it will be picked up by Kopesh. Ooh. The goal's open, the ding! It is recovered there by Fallen. It is going to bounce off the popcorn there, and it will be recovered by Last Centurions once again. The stack not able to get the pass. Frost now with it, going to look for that clear, but getting stunned out. Kopesh now with the backboard shot, and that is a deadly one at that.
Well, that's a stinger and a half. They're up by 6 points. It stayed on the orange side of the floor for a shocking amount of time. They initially, for the 4 Horsemen, they initially prioritized that slow rollout, and, well, when they had 4 minutes left, not necessarily a bad idea. That's still plenty of time to find a couple goals. They weren't down by much, but now with all that time spent, and they're down to 2 additional points, panic mode is going to start to set in just a little bit as a stun, well, sets Pam down right there on the root. And back to Kopesh. Last Centurions in position here to maybe take this victory.
Bounce back down there. It is going to bounce into that bottom trench. It will be picked up by Pam. Pam looking for the pass off to Frost. Frost now going to juke around, get around that defender, look for the pass across, back to Pam. Pam looking for that long anchor 3. Not able to quite make it though. The ding, the pass, and the slam. They will get another 2 points on the board. They're back within 4.
All right, there you go. Still within reach. The danger here, of course, is clock management. So 4 Horsemen, they're going to have to be ultra aggressive, obviously. Last Centurions, we'll see how they react to it. You can kind of go a couple different ways. It just depends on how the defense reacts. But if they're not aggressive, you can stall it out on your side of the floor. If they're too aggressive, well, you can usually take advantage of that. That's the thing about the stall game is when you're the team who it's being used against, oftentimes that is going to open up the door for some quick goals and for some open goals just because you're really forcing the hand of that team who's down.
Yep. Absolutely. Clean Mike looking for that pass across there to Tipu. Tipu gonna dance around. Look for a pass option perhaps. Maybe move it into the bubble. Passing it back to Clean Mike. Clean Mike now with it. Looking for the pass back to Kopesh. Kopesh now with it. Going to move it back. They are playing for time. Not quite able to make it though. Frost will steal it. Able to get it all the way down. Now it will be a re-grab and a stack race. It looks like Last Centurions are going to get back there first. This follow up from Horseman, however, coming in quick. The great pass downfield there, and it will be cleared by Kopesh down to Tipu. Tipu now looking for that long shot. The backboard is in. What a shot there by Tipu.
Well, Tipu tees it up, and Well, made him pay 13-6, and there's that open goal made with ease, with confidence off the backboard. Round 3 is coming to a close here. Again, double elimination, so for 4 Horsemen, this will be a tough loss early on, but it is not the nail in the coffin by any stretch yet. They still have another life to expend here in this weekend of finals. The last Centurions, they are going to be proud to take this one away in a very strong fashion. But they do have a very tough task ahead of them because Leviathan is next.
They do have a tough task there. Pam Bam doing some jukes, looking to get around, looking for the anchor shot there. But Luigi Logic, absolutely a stone wall in goal there, stopping that goal. And that will end the round there. Great job from last Centurions and a great fight from the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, it's still just stellar all around to be able to lose by, 9 points in the first round, and then you come back now the second round and score very similarly. You see, actually 13 points scored between the teams, just kind of trading off in each round. So very similar score lines, but that's the thing. You lose once, you don't get too discouraged. You come back again and fight just as strong. So very much in ways kind of a mirror match, especially rounds 2 and 3 there as it turned out. 13-6 and 6-13, but some stellar play for sure for last Centurions coming in just slightly ahead in the Diamond division, finishing there on the season compared to 4 Horsemen in gold, but obviously ultra competitive, and as you can see, I mean, both teams putting on some good wins. 19-12, 19 and 12 on the regular season, and then 13-11 for the Horsemen. So both strong. But that was a good start to this round. We're gonna follow these players now and into the match against Leviathan, it would seem. So yeah, any parting thoughts though on what we got here for stat lines or otherwise?
Just stick around because there's a lot more to come. This is a great game and I'm super excited to be casting here today. While I may not be playing, I'm definitely casting and enjoying it from this side of things, and I'm super excited to see more. That's
right. It's a game in its own right being a caster. I mean, you gotta micromanage the hydration and the stat reading and hype and stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna go now, but we'll be right back. Just brief intermission here, of course, so stay tuned. And yeah, we'll be back with your next round. We have 2 more matches to go, so don't go away, please.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now. and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap going to be picked up by Game. Trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery. Going to be sent all the way through. Picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. One of the biggest saves in the round 2. It's going to send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
Bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Professional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So now, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in 4-2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureliorum. Aureliorum back over to Recep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can't find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Joel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubbles, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, set that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
As Cosmo is going to send that down right into it, trying to go for a bounce off of the wall, but it's gonna hit off the lip as Goblin's gonna get that disc. Gonna be taking it a little bit slow as he does have that space. Gonna be taking his time. Gonna go for that juke, and the first 2-pointer heading to Hydra as Goblin is gonna take a bite out of Outlaws for this, as they do get this first pointer almost 2 minutes in to this first round.
Did Goblin take a bite out of Crime?
Oh, okay, Dimway, that was good.
I don't know if good's the right description for that. I think that was pretty bad. As Campion is going to send a decent pass there across, looking for Cosmo. Cosmo is trying to track it down in that trap. Of course, this is the Oceania region. I don't know how many of our Australian, New Zealand, and Japanese friends are familiar with McGruff the Crime Dog. But now Gish Dishku with the soul. What a stop there, Slamish. He's going to get that one cleared out as both teams chain after this one.
It is going to be had a little bit of roundabout. Vapor going to be trying to go for that point. It's not going to make it. Going to be trying to go for a backwards shot, it looks like, but it's going to be sent right down through as that lip is going to, fortunately, not bounce through, as Cam Jan is going to be trying to go for that 3-pointer. It's looking close, but it's going to hit the top of the shield. Cosmo going for the redemption, and it is a 3-pointer, 52 seconds in, and now it is a 1-point lead for Outlaws.
1-point lead indeed here, just 3 minutes into this first round. Outlaws going to take this lead, and a very important lead here in this the second round of this tournament, the first round of this game. As Slamish up to quick up to Shadow. Shadow quickly up to OSX. We saw this play executed just as beautifully in the last game from Hydra. Although this time it doesn't result in that goal. This one is going to turn around. Cosmo with it here now in the trap on the on the Hydra side, sending that one up. Does get it to Camjam, bringing it in, sending it down to the floor. What a setup there! I didn't see Rosh. I know the audience didn't see Rosh because Rosh is not in the camera frame. That's my fault. But what a setup there! And Outlaws are going to take a 3-point lead.
It's going to be a nice cut into the goal, as I do love my cut passes, cut goals, and all that because of how sharp it looks. But okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. I'm horrible, Dimwee. Speaking of which, that is gonna be not a horrible throw. But okay, you know, I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyways, it is going to be Gish sending that through as nobody's there for the defense. The stacks are gonna be on the side for Hydra as they will actually get intercepted by Gish. His rush is gonna try. Oh, that is gonna be Slay getting a nice save, super close, as it's gonna be sent right back down through. It is a possible stack fight from both sides as Cam Jan is gonna make a backwards throw, not even looking, not even caring, his arms in the air, just like he don't care, as that is gonna be headed to the side as it will be Slay. Send that almost through, gonna be hitting the little bit too far in the tunnel, but Cosmo is going to make that interception, taking time as they do have that 3-point lead, as it's going to be sent really sharp as Hydra doing a great job with their defense, keeping that as their momentum is doing really good.
Oh, Shadow is sending that one up, trying to get a bounce pass up. Does find the hands there of Goblinity. Goblinity hitting the brakes. Oh, almost pulls that one off. The Cosmo is just not having any of it, and that's a good chain there from Cam Jam and Gish, as they're both in the bubble here uncontested. And Cam is going to so gently slam that one in for a 2. Outlaws are going to push back up by 5.
Yeah, you know, man, I always like to take those slam shots, but especially in VRML, I like to just throw it in. I mean, there's even a risk with throwing it in if you're not close enough. But we're gonna have to see what happens, as it will be Slay getting that disc sent down through. Oh my god, that is gonna make it all the way down through a possible chance by Goblin, as it will be sent once again from interception from Slay. A nice one at that, as it's possibly sent down from Vapor. They had an open shot, but it is not gonna. It's gonna make a bounce shot from Outlaws, as this is gonna be out of my mind, as it is gonna be a nice shot from Goblin. As it's going to be a nice response, only 27 seconds in, is now only a 3-point lead for Outlaws. Hydra coming in with a nice redemption.
Excuse me, nice redemption indeed. So Hydra getting another one on the board. They're going to be back within 3, but still just over 3 to go. As Gish is going to handle this one. Quick pass. Looking to get it into the tube. Nobody was there. And the teammate right nearby was looking to recover Gish.
All right, hello everybody, welcome and welcome back to VR Master League here on our finals, finals weekend, that is to say. We're getting there, don't worry. This is our second match. You might have seen there on the other channel, we had a match going on, casted by Dimwee and JG, also in the upper bracket. So it started a little bit before us, but we're getting on going. So wherever you're watching, whichever channel you're watching on, thanks for joining us here once again, as these teams, they're going to ready up here in just a hot second. But on the casting end of things, once more, well, I'm Palador, being joined here by Kit Catastrophe and Kit Kat. Very entertaining first match. This match is going to be, well, something else, because we got, as we just discussed actually prior, oh, my camera just moved. That's my curtains. As we just discussed prior, though, we got champions. It's a really curious thing, right? Because we have champions from every... Well, from Leviathans on every corner of this region now. You don't often see teams win a championship and then go everywhere and leave, go everywhere else, you know? It's an interesting dynamic, but it definitely adds to the story and the intrigue here of this region, you know?
It definitely does. So we have Kopesh, who was on Leviathan last season.
Yeah.
On Last Centurion side, and we have the Real Zeros, who is also a defending champion on Leviathan's side. And I believe... Oh wait, no, they're on 4 teams. I missed one. We've got Goblinity on Hydra.
They're everywhere.
And then we have rest of them on Outlaws.
Yeah, all over the place for sure, but hey, I guess in a sense, kind of like retiring on top, except they didn't really retire. But same kind of concept, I suppose. In fact, that did actually happen earlier well, last season as well, even in the middle of seasons and this season, where you have these teams constantly just shaking up, it seems like, at the top level. You see a lot of variation there between the rosters and a lot of intermingling rosters. So a lot of the times now, and this applies to North America and Europe as well for me, we have so many teams in VR Master League, it's hard to even keep track at this point. Before, I used to be able to just, rattle them off where different players were. But now, month to month, it seems like you see these shakeups, so it's kind of hard to say who's where. All I know is these are good players. I'll leave it at that.
They are good players, and I'm definitely excited to see this matchup. I reckon it's going to be an absolute great one. Yeah. I think it is expected that Leviathan is going to win, but I think the last Centurions could pull off an upset here, and that would be definitely interesting to see.
Yeah, we could very well see just that. I mean, a match we just came off of, last Centurions versus the Four Horsemen. I mean, that was an entertaining match in itself there. We're talking just the top seeds here of this region, and you can see the development of them. I used to give a lot of, in Season 1, pointing out how chaotic it was. In entertaining ways, granted, but there was a lot of juking and clears and boosts and things like that. But I do notice this season, and even the further we got into this season, because it's been 5 months, you can see from Centurions, you can see from Four Horsemen, you're about to see it from Leviathan. The fact that their strategic play, their meta play has definitely evolved. You saw the clock stalling, you saw the passing, the cutting, all that stuff you would want to see from a top team, all the things you want to see from a championship team. So that said, here we go. Round 1's about to start, and let's get it going. Thanks again, everyone at home, for joining us here on VR Master League and venues and Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming. We're going.
Centurions did win that joust, but Leviathan got the possession back, that clear, and the re-grab, and the Real Zero is going to open it up with 3 points, 11 seconds in.
Oh, well, geez. That was pretty much immediate. Wasting no time at all, and as you said, 11 seconds in a hot second. A really hot shot coming in from Leviathan. Again, technically, the champions, although most of the roster from that championship team completely switched up here, but nonetheless, by title, and certainly by playability. I mean, they're still a top-notch team. This is going to be a big litmus test for Centurions.
Absolutely, and Leviathan did finish the ladder in first, so they definitely have the ability to come out on top. A great reset there to Luigi, looking for that pass down, not quite able to connect, and Pix coming in to pick that disc up, maybe looking for a pass, but not quite able to make it. It will be Kopesh trying to chase it down.
And chasing it down successfully in a deep heave, but will be retrieved by Jimboree. Remember I talked about earlier, those fantastic names we see here on these channels. Yeah, there you go. Well, Soggy Butting Snag, there's another one for you. Gets the grab there on the disc right back, sending a pass. Good communication coming in. Picks, though, well, getting it picked just like that from that thief in Kopesh. Will send it deep down to that stack.
Mike looking to pick up that disc now, but the stack coming in from Leviathan. The Real Zero is going to juke around, look for that pass option. A great pass there to Pix. Pix looking for that pass back. Gets it off before the stack gets the stun, and it will be Zero's juking around. Maybe stalling for time here already. Going to wind that clock down, look for that pass down to Pix. Pix now with it, looking for the pass off there, not quite able to make it, and it will be Luigi able to pick it up, clear it out. It is in that midfield, bouncing back. Jimboree looking to get there first. The stack from Last Centurions. A great stun out, a great pass over there to Soggy Bunting Snag. Soggy Bunting Snag looking for that pass up to Pix. Pix looking for that shot, but the ding there, and a great intercept by Kopesh, able to clear it back out once again.
Yeah, trying to leap on that opportunity at the open goal after that initial miss, the ding, but then snagging it out of the midair. That was a beautiful grab coming in. Speaking of champions earlier on as well, I'm kind of noticing in our Twitch chat at least, a lot of champions in their own right from past seasons coming in there. I definitely wasn't talking junk about one of them, but welcome to the Twitch chat. Glad to have you here. There was nothing that wasn't mentioned before, believe me. But over here, it's going to be, whoa, Mosta shot. Wow, that's dinged, dunged, narrowly wide, and up top here by the ramp.
Logic picking up that disc now. The pass off to Clean Mike. Clean Mike now with it. Going to look for those pass options. It is going to be walked forward. Looking for that quick pass off to Tipu. Tipu now with it. Looking forward. Looking for a cut pass there. But a great intercept from the goalie from Leviathan. Luigi Logic on the back line is able to recover it though. Mike getting the pass off to Tipu. Tipu now looking for the pass off there. Juking around. Going to look for that pass back. It doesn't quite connect. It is going to be bouncing loose. Recovered there by Leviathan, but the great intercept from Last Centurion is going to walk it forward. Look for that shot, but it coming off the head of one of the players there. A great steal, a one-on-one, and it will be points there by Kopesh.
Well. Kopesh took a little while. 3 minutes of action, in fact, but they finally got a goal. Now, that's a little surprising in a way because we saw just the absolute brutal offense coming in droves, it seemed like, from Kopesh in that last match and really on most streams. So took him a lot of time. Of course, Leviathan there, no one to scoff at or shrug at. I mean, that defense will be just as strong right back. So a lot of clock taken off, but only 2 scores, 1 apiece per each team. And that's just a very aggressive but low-scoring start ultimately for both these guys.
A great pass at that. The great place here. Pass off. Going for that back pass. And I think it may have come off a head or a hand there. Gibberine getting a piece of it. And it will be another couple of points to Lost Centurions.
I also want to clarify, chat over there. It wasn't talking junk about champs specifically in the past. No trash talk about champs getting trashed. That was my team back in the day. We're the ones who got trashed. But that said, glad to have you guys in the chat there. And while I would gladly accommodate some giveaway requests, I'm afraid my hands are a little bit tied. But over here, though, it's Clean Mike and trying to break this just stranglehold of defense as Soggy Bunnings takes it out. A lot of aggression. There's that stack trying to line up, actually losing the handles defensively. Real Zero is going to take aim for the Ready at Dawn logo there at the bottom. Good pass, and Pix does clear it out there.
Clears it out, and Soggy able to recover it, looking for that pass back to Pix. Not able to connect though. Pix leeching, but Kopesh leeching off the leech. Kopesh going to clear it down. It is bouncing into that trap area. Zero's looking to get there first. The stack coming in from Centurions. Not able to catch Zero's. He is slippery, and it does get back into the bubble there. Great pickup from Centurions. A great stun by Soggy, and it will be picked up there by Clean Mike.
Yeah, this has been a absolute battle here in the second matchup of the day. 2 of 3, that is a say. Picks there over to Zeros, dancing, dodging, juking, all the above. Could be a movie. Sending it over there to the teammate, but just missing the grab. But outside, a little bit too late because the stack is not far behind. So taking it back, it's Tipu. Tipu, left lane clear. They immediately try and go for that dribble, but missed their grab. This is going to open an opportunity, however. Still yet, Zeros is there. And back and forth, that continues. Another, just again, stalemate after stalemate, it seems like. This is a very intense matchup.
It is very intense. A Dusty there, but not able to pull off the second stun. The Zero is picking it up, but Pix stealing it out of the hands of the clear down. It is going to fall back into the hands of Luigi Logic, though, looking for that clear out. But Pix coming off that stack on top of it, and it is Leviathan on the attack once again.
Jimberine walking up. No one contesting. This could be trouble. And make it double. That is to say, a 2. And they rocket. Team Rocket up into the front. 1 point ahead. Leviathan.
It is a 1-point game, and it's been a 1-point game for the majority of this. There is still 3 minutes left of this round here, and we are only in round 1. It is a tight game here. Last Centurion is giving Leviathan a run for their money.
Certainly are. And Clean Mike trying to make way for a 1-point lead. Oh, just took his eyes off the prize, but Tipu was there to, well, gift wrap that open goal to him. Eventually, just right place, right time. You see, Clean Mike just was eyeing the cross pass, and credit to the goalie, recognizing that brief moment to just slip on through for a stun. Unfortunately, this just took a rough bounce towards the right person.
Great recovery from Tipu, and Leviathan now with that joust advantage. The stack coming in from Centurions, looking to get the stun off. It doesn't quite connect on the player though, and it is recovered by Luigi Logic. Luigi Logic looking to move it forward, but Soggy with the stun, and Clean Mike with another stun. Kopesh cleaning it up though, looking for that pass, not quite able to connect. Clean Mike getting a hand on it. The stacks here taking out those passes so fast. Zero's now looking for that long shot on a stunned goalie. The goalie recovers, and the ding there, looking for that slam dunk, but a great stun out. And the disc is now cleared back out, and it will be the backline player of Jimberine able to pick it up, and it is recovered once again by Last Centurions. It is so back and forward here.
Now look how fast, too, they're pouncing on these pass attempts around the goal. Really doing a good job. Now, you got to be careful because the aggression can be as helpful as it is hurtful, just depending. Because really, the more aggressive you are defensively, the more bold you get. Well, the worse you pay if a single little mistake is made. That said, the defense does cause a turnover, so full credit to them. They might be going for even fuller credit on a three-point attempt should they get there in time, but just too slow on the boost. Real zeros, and Ko got back into the goal now, into the bubble, but will turn into maybe a one-on-one, and no, it will not be a goal. Jimbarine getting it out of there, and rocking and rolling here with 1 minute left. Only a 1 point game between these two teams.
Real Zero's now dancing across that floor, looking for that pass up to Pix. Pix now with it, gonna pass it up to the ceiling there. No one there, but the bounce is lucky, and it gets to Soggy. Soggy's gonna take the one-on-one, get the 2 points in. They take the lead once again.
That is huge, but will it be enough is the question. They are narrowly, and I mean narrowly ahead by just a single digit. We've got time, certainly. Enough time for a game winner or two. If that even makes sense, it doesn't. But nonetheless, Luigi Logic here on the launch out. Let's see, they have 30 seconds to make this happen. A little bit rushed and ragged on this first launch. Tipu collecting, and they gotta be careful defense from behind, passing it upwards to Clean Mike. They have an angle going for it. The anchor off, and they throw it down. It's the last Centurions taking the first round, or at least about to. What a huge hit kit.
What a huge hit at that! They win the round by 1 point. I believe there's 1 second as we come out of the round, which I don't think is enough time. There's not even gonna be that. What a game! What an absolute game! Centurions taking a round off Leviathan by 1 point.
That is the #1 seed, just dealt a little bit of an upsetting blow. They are down, they're not out, but man oh man, are they feeling some heat because they did not, I'm sure they did not expect to find themselves in this situation in their first match, for Leviathan that is, their first match of the day, getting that bye. So that's an incredible turnaround, and well, just makes for all the more stressful but entertaining streams, I gotta say.
What a first round there, and it looks like we are getting a roster switch up from Leviathan, or maybe just a player dropout. Let's see what they are going to do here. What a round. I want to see a round 3. I desperately want to see that round 3. It's going to be such a good next round. Let's see if Leviathan can take that 1 point loss and turn it into a point round win, maybe pushing forward, pushing that lead out. Maybe Centurion's gonna take the lead here. Who knows? We are going to find out after this pause.
Oh yeah, we'll see. I mean, these teams looking like they're going to take that potential 5 minutes, maybe some switch outs happening here. Whatever the case is, look at Leviathan here, okay? Stat-wise, across the regular season, VRML, regular season lasted about 5 months. Now, there were some break weeks in between our cycles, granted, but by all accounts, 5 months of real time, right? 27-4 on that record. That's pretty ridiculous. This is a team in Leviathans who last season, season 2, different roster again, but last season they went undefeated until the last week. In fact, that was the case for all of our lone undefeated teams at the #1 seed in season 2, where it was kind of at the end there as we got into the final burst of the season that we saw things change. But the main point I'm trying to make here is everything changes when you get towards the end of the season. You can go undefeated, you can go narrowly defeated, again, 27-4, but once you get into that last lap, the pressure starts turning up, the heat starts turning up. Again, I mentioned some of the familiar faces, champions, and master tier players I'm seeing interact in some of our chat rooms and at the moment for these streams. I can only imagine some great intrigue, maybe some sleeplessness, I don't know. When I was playing, that was always the case. The night before, those big matches, any big matches really, I wouldn't sleep much. Granted, I normally don't sleep much regardless, but the point stands. It's just a different type of beast you're dealing with, a different type of Leviathan, if you will, when it comes to the finale of an entire season.
I think especially for this one, for it being so long.
Yeah, it's been 5 months again of real time, 3 different cycles in the way we did it this season, master tier across our North American and European regions. That is, had the cycle split up where we had kind of the master tier, top 10 teams of EU and NA by themselves in a sense, where they're all in their own round robin brackets of sorts across each 5-week cycle. And then in the Diamond division, the division just below, it would be the top teams from Diamond going into a Challenger Cup. So a round robin tournament every 5-6 week cycle to earn their way into Masters. Now for Oceania, that's not the case yet, but it will be rather soon, I imagine, if this growth rate continues in terms of being able to have those master divisions and Challenger Cups here in this region over the next couple seasons. I mean, they've been following a very, very similar path as EU and NA both did in the early days in terms of just the growth rate.
Absolutely. I hope that next season we can get enough players to have Master Tier. I want OCE to explode next season. I've been promoting
that's not good.
VRML like.
Why would you want it to explode? I happen to like OCE.
Players.
With players, well, that just got really gruesome. I think I catch your drift though. I hope. Oh dear.
Why? You're murdering me.
No, you are. You know what? We're not going to go there. Anyways, I'm not the one doing the killing, but we're killing it, and so are these teams, hoping for that round 3 as the timeout does expire. Now, we're still actually down a player on one of the teams, so we don't have a full 4 yet. Hopefully that changes soon. But it does look like Punda here may be stepping in the roster. It looks like, yeah, that is the case. So Punda swapping out for Pix, I believe. So, hey, new roster, a tweaked roster, new round, maybe some new life.
Maybe. I am super excited to see this round. That countdown is still happening. I hate that when they put the pauses right. Oh. I'm impatient.
Yeah, I kind of know what you mean there. Yeah, we have to kind of wait for the intermission timer to expire. That's okay. In the show business, they call this building tension. Or so I was told. Anyway. Tension is over. It's cut. It's loose. We're going into the second round now, so let's go.
Let's see the second round. Who is going to win the joust first? It was Centurions just last time. Let's see who's going to win this joust. It will be Leviathan. Punda now with the disc. Looking for that pass down to Zeros now with the disc. Moving forward. Looking for that pass back. A great stun out there by Centurions. Causing an almost turnover. And a great shot there by Punda. Straight on the goalie there. Able to get the points.
Jeez. Forget just straight on the goalie. How about straight out of the gate with no warm-up? Punda coming in, substituting here in the second round, that is, after the 1-point loss. Immediately scoring. That's instant offense from Punda. Not only a fantastic player, but one of our fantastic moderators here in VRML. That is to say. So, hey, good start for them, but they do lose the disc here. Real zeros, actually. Punda is going to send it again. Back to back. What has happened to Punda? And Soggy's spinning and loving it right now.
You also got to shout out Zeros for being a mod too. You can't give a shout out to one mod and then not give a shout out to the other one.
Yeah, but one mod was already in it, so, you know. I gotta...
We didn't mention that earlier.
Well, you know what? We gotta moderate our mentions a little bit. Everything's better in moderation. VRML, yeah. Anyway, Jimboree here with the disc and the clear as well.
The whole way down, that was getting dangerously close, not quite able to make it though. I know those long bombs are aimed because I think we all have a little bit of a competition to see who can hit those. It is going to be a Leviathan getting a hand on it first, but Luigi going to clear it back out. But it is going to be chased down by the defense from Leviathan. Stacks coming in from both sides. A great headbutt there. Kopesh able to pick up the disc now, looking for that pass up there. The defense on, not quite able to get the pass off. It will be recovered by Leviathan, looking for that clear all the way down. You know, bouncing dangerously close to the goal there.
I like the idea of their cuts and the passing attempts. Just the execution wasn't quite there. But you know, as I always say, what do you do to make up for missed passes, missed shots? Well, you just make it up for with speed, positioning, right? If you're fast enough on your stacks, if you're positioned well enough on the floor, either way, you'll be in a good position to get those rebounds, to get your second, third, fourth attempts, and so on, so forth.
Absolutely, and the stacks coming in here from both sides, but able to get the block off there was Leviathan player. It is picked up by Zeros now, looking for that pass to Ponder, not quite able to connect there. It is bouncing back. Soggy Burning Snags recovering it now, looking for that pass across. Zeros now with it, going to move forward, and it is going to be chased by the stack from Last Centurions. The pass is not connect. Kopesh able to recover it though, looking for that clear down. The stack is recovered there by Last Centurions. Can they get a goal here? And they do. The stacks don't come quite through in time for Leviathan, and they get their first points on the board.
And yeah, it took them, much like the first round, took them a couple of minutes here for either of these teams to get going, right? The low scoring first round, at least the first half of it especially. And then same here in the second. So it's a different type of pace of this match. Very aggressive, but at the same time, a lot of back and forths everywhere except into the goal. And a lot of that, once more, just predicated off the offense. I mean, you can see what they're trying for. They're going for the passes. They're going for the cuts. But the defense on both ends of the floor are really doing a lot of damage on that end.
Absolutely amazing defense from both sides here. Leviathan looking for that pass, but not quite able to connect. It is going to be picked up by Last Centurions once again now, looking for that pass down, looking for the control over that disc. Going to walk forward. The stack coming in now, able to get the disc off, but not out. Honda picking it up now, recovering it, looking for a pass across. It doesn't quite connect. The bounce, however, is going to be recovered. Looking for that cut now, but no, the ding! And it is loose once again. Leviathan still able to recover it. A great stun there by Clean Mike. Clean Mike looking to pick it up, but no. Kopesh looking for that reset, but Luigi Logic gonna save the shot off that missed pass.
Luigi Logic makes a lot of sense in that goal. Absolute stifler inside there. Will just be another save. We've already seen a couple in the past rounds as well, the past match. I mean, just an immense defender. Leviathan here, trying to get the disc back. That first shot attempt, they took kind of a spin, a steezy shot of sorts, a little too far out, so maybe a little too loose, a little too lax. They're only up by 2 is a thing, so they got to make the most out of these opportunities. Otherwise, we know Centurions certainly will, as we've seen in very recent history.
Bounce there looking to be recovered by Leviathan, but Clean Mike getting a hand on it, getting stunned out, able to tap it off, not able to be recovered there. But the disc is still loose in the Leviathan side. Zero's picking it up now, going to dance along the wall. A great steal there by Clean Mike. Clean Mike's going to walk it forward, look for that pass across. It doesn't quite connect again, but there is Kopesh on the back lines, able to recover it. Look for that pass down to Clean Mike. Clean Mike now looking for that shot, but a great stun there. The disc is not picked up by anyone, but now Zero's going back for it, looking for that clear out. It is loose once again. It will be a stack race. Leviathan looking to get to it first, and a stun there from Centurions, able to get the hand on it first.
Well, that was a good stun, because otherwise that mod was about to lay down the hammer, instead got hit home and will be the goal, well, not conceded, but that said, they might have another attempt here as it gets lost in the trap. Taken by Soggy Budding Snags, recognize the stack, and the stack now trying to convert on a 3-point shot, but they will miss that opportunity again. So scoreless still yet here for the last minute or two, or few in fact, as it goes back into the lower reaches of the bubble. Because words, but back into the tunnel. Jim Barine is there to herd up the disc and send it forwards to Soggy.
So you're now going to pass it across there to Punda, and Punda is going to punish with that shot, taking the lead back to 4 after a drought of goals.
I see someone mentioning the chase down. I can only assume that was on that stun on, who was it, Kopesh maybe? Yeah, going for the old LeBron chase down block. Do you have that over there in Australia? Do you have LeBrons? There's at least one over here. Nonetheless, I don't even think it does that anymore. No, whatever. But Zero's here, though, trying to line it up and lights it up. Absolutely. Downloads the 3, 9-2.
9-second goal time? Leviathan cutting that drought and turning it into a goal spree here.
Goal spree is right. They are popping off now. This is in danger of being a double-digit advantage for Leviathan soon, so Last Centurions need to figure out what's what. Certainly, though, they came out with some ferocity in Leviathans. And a lot of that courtesy of Punda, as they will have another attempt here on the offense for Leviathan, but just getting stifled over and over, it seems like.
Punda now with the disc, looking for a long shot there, potentially. Not quite able to make it. A great stun there. Stopping a score there. Punda is just going to pop it in. 19 meters a second. That is almost an impossible shot to save.
Surely Punda has had his share of Dr. Pepper, because this burst of energy is only possible by the caffeination of... Why am I doing this? We're not even sponsored by them. But nonetheless, I do want to thank our great sponsors in HyperX and Asterion Products, VRware.net, VR Cover, Pro 2, VR, Rebuff Reality, and right now, back into the game, Real Zeros with a disc.
Rizio is looking for that reset to Jimberine. Jimberine going to pass it up to Soggy. Soggy now going to walk it forward. Look for that clear down the tunnel there. But there is a Kopesh there already and waiting. Looking for that long shot, but Jimberine was there to pick it up. Looking for that long clear now. A misread by Luigi Logic. The stack coming in, and they're going to punish it once again. They are down by 11 points. They've come back absolutely firing in the second half of this second round. There is a minute and 30-ish seconds left as we come through this last bit of the round. We will see a round 3 here.
What an immense turnaround, needless to say. Super impressive. Just the adjustability and the ability to just stay headstrong and not be too worried. You know, they made a little bit of a roster switch up there off a narrow loss, and one way or the other, I mean, they're definitely feeling good in the second round because of it. And it's one of those things, I see actually more in OCE than I do in the other regions, as I pointed out in the past. But I do expect it to be more of a thing in Echo in the future. You know, maybe not now, but years from now, where most teams will have rosters that do active swap outs between rounds or in games just to address the matchups. I mean, Punda, talk about adjustments. Apparently they just needed one Punda Express. So with that, 35 seconds remaining. And we're about to wind it into that third. Again, I mean, that's 2 streams in a row, 2 matches in a row. And this is what you love to see when it comes down to the finals of the season. Competition flaring up in a way that with the intensity that you just can't get anywhere else.
Absolutely. Now Soggy bunning snags on that roof. Going to waste time looking for that reset now to Jimmerine. Jimmerine going to move forward with it. Looking to bait that stack out. And a stack waiting from Leviathan. Punda now with that disc. Now looking for that long clear. Not quite able to make it. Zero's now going to go for that last shot attempt. And it was good. But, of course, the round ran out of time.
Yeah. I mean, it was still good. It just wasn't good. But, hey, Leviathan capping it off in just a domineering fashion. What more can you say? That is one heck of a way to be getting on the board here to this degree. I mean, that is, like I said, that is just an immense turnaround that, especially in these kind of clutch moments, I mean, it does matter almost more in a sense. It's tougher to pull this off because you have so much added pressure from those outside factors.
Absolutely. I hope this round 3 is closer. Oh, it's going to be a close game, I reckon, and it will be interesting to see what happens next. Stick around because there is more great to come.
Yeah, there's a lot more great to come here in fact in round 3. Want to shout out, of course, you got to look at it and just admire. Punda in one round, 10 points. 10 out of the 15 points coming from Punda alone. Talk about a Kickstarter. Now, that's a Kung Fu Panda right there. Hard hitting and made for an incredible round for them. Last Centurions, though, they've been here before. In fact, they were just here in the last game. So with that said, getting back into it, and let's go. Also, pardon me, round 3, not 2, of course. But last Centurions were here against the 4 Horsemen, so I mean, it's not a case where Centurions can't come back in a third round and just close it out.
Bunny stands looking for pass to Zero's there. Zero's doing a spin, putting it into the goal there. 16-second goal time. The first goal in every round has been rather fast. They are going to take the lead here once again. Let's see how Centurions respond.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, 30 seconds in and a quick score, but it's kind of dangerous because you don't want to see after such a heavy-handed round and scoring-wise you don't really want to see Leviathan continue that if you're last Centurions. They need to start stifling them a little bit on defense and take some of that rhythm back if they can.
Absolutely, the real Zeros now walking forward with the disc. Clean Mike going to get the sun off there, going to pass it back to Kopesh. Kopesh now with it, passing it forward to Tipu. Tipu now getting stunned out by Soggy. Soggy going to pass it off to Punda there, and it is going to be a passing play by Leviathan, but not able to get that last pass off. It will be Clean Mike able to recover it now. The stacks coming in fast, getting the stun out, and Leviathan now with the disc once again.
All right, well, driving it up for the floor now. It's Zeros. Too much traffic, unfortunately. There was a lot of defense on that barrier. Couldn't do much with it. Backfield, few players there, and there's a recovery I mentioned. I mean, speed overcoming all, it seems like, as it will be another send-out to Jimbarine on the side. Being contested, though. Clean Mike takes it back. Clean Mike looking back. About to have a heart attack there. Soggy Bunnings takes it, and now we'll send it right past that defender. Nice job. It looks like he even had to adjust a little bit on the throw to make sure that it didn't get intercepted, but the goal not there, so couldn't finish the play. Otherwise, a nice one.
Marine now with it. A great stun by Clean Mike. Soggy Bunnings snags, able to recover it though, passing it up to the ceiling. Punda taking that really hard angle shot and still getting it in for another 2 points.
Yeah, 4 up now, and looking like thus far, I mean, a minute 27 off the clock there, might be just set to be another round where lower scoring, despite the definite intense action that we do see occurring just back and forth here.
Tipping now with the disc, walking forward, looking for that pass option up to Kopesh. Kopesh now with it, looking for that pass downfield there. Clean Mike now with it, dancing across the floor, looking for that pass up, maybe going to take it into the bubble here, but no, another great stun out by Leviathan. Soggy going to clear it now. The stacks following up from Leviathan. Real Zero is able to pick it up. Look for that long shot, but it dings off the inside of the post there. Looking for that clear as last Centurion is not quite able to make it. Tipper able to recover it though, looking for that long clear out, but Jimbarine is back there for the intercept.
That would have been a nice hit earlier on that shot, but missing the handles there. Punduk was sort of eyeing where the next pass was going and, well, just misread the grab on the disc ever so slightly, so that could be costly, especially because now it does give a chance to cut this lead in half and score their first 2 points for Centurions. They're going to move up the floor. They're going to score on that floor, and it's 2-4, so with that, they're back on it and feeling maybe a little bit more calm. Took a minute into that one, but punishing on that mistake from Leviathan, as small as it was.
Definitely punishing on that mistake, and they did cut that lead in half, and it is now within 1 goal. There is 6-ish minutes left in this game. Jimbarine now getting the pass down to Punda. Punda now with it, getting stunned out by the Centurion stack, but the Centurion stack also getting stunned out at the same time. Soggy recovering it now, looking for that pass across. It doesn't quite connect. The disc is loose. It will be a race to see who gets there first. It will be Centurions not able to get it out, and Leviathan will get possession once again.
Dangerous though, because there is a stack there going for, oh boy, the Joker, the Okie Doker, and it's Real Zeros. Puts them up by 4.
Puts them up by 4, and it is still within reach. There is still 5.5 minutes left in this game. There is still lots to be said from both teams. Let's see how they both respond here.
All right, 5:27 remaining. Leviathan in control after dropping the first round just narrowly 8-7. They came back with fire in round 2, and they're looking to maybe fire off in this round 3 and just not have to face that lower bracket. Likewise for Centurions, they're not in danger of being eliminated yet, but certainly no one wants to find themselves on their heels in a final situation. So the intensity is definitely here. And the brawls, well, they're definitely there, but the clear out, left lane will, looks like, hit a midfielder, indeed, Jimbarine with that recovery.
Bouncing up there, bouncing off the bottom of the shield there. It is going to be picked up by Lost Centurions, but not quite able to get it out. Zero's doing a bit of a dance there, able to get the disc. Now playing for time a little bit, looking for that pass out, but a great intercept there by Centurions. Centurions now looking for that clear out downfield. It is going to make it the whole way down. That backline player isn't quite able to get there. It looks like there is some stunning on the backlines there to stop those stacks from coming through, and Leviathan will pick up the disc once again and able to walk it back into the Centurions side. The stack from Centurions not quite able to get a hold of it, and it will be a 3-on-2 situation here.
What was that? I thought there was a crash, but instead, no, a crash landing into the goal. What happened? Was it... Were they just playing possum or something? It looked like doing a little Statue of Liberty, just holding the torch, and I thought we were about to see a timeout soon. Interesting. Regardless, it got them some points at the end of the day, so I guess you can't deny it. Possum, playing possum is now part of the Echo meta.
Well, that was interesting to see, to say the least. Punda now with it, going to clear it down. It is bouncing into that trap area. The stack from Centurions back already, looking for that clear out, but no, Jimberine is going to pick it up once again, looking for a clear himself. No, it was a pass, and another pass downfield, and looking for that shot is Punda, but a great save from Luigi Logic, looking for that clear out, not quite able to get it, but a recovery from the teammate there, but bouncing back once again. An anchor reverse clear there. Punda now with just looking for that stun, maybe looking for a bit of a clear there himself. Not quite able to get it, and Centurions will clear it back down once again.
Yeah, and back once more here into the goal. Diving out there was Luigi, but clean Mike. The squeegee with a clean recovery into the midfield, but being stunned. A lot of stuns actually going out here. We saw that earlier. That's been the biggest killer. We've seen a few of these clears for last Centurions going out, but then we see a ton of delays because of these brawls. I think that's part of the reason we are seeing some of this stalemating in terms of scoring. Hold on, is that on? Is that on? No, that was so close, grazing the barrier.
It is back in that midfield now, bouncing loose there. The stack from Leviathan getting back there first. Punda jumping around that player, looking for that mail slot. Not quite able to get it though, and it will be Centurions recovering that disc, tossing it backwards, but the stack from Leviathan able to scoop up that disc once again. A pass up to the ceiling there, looking for that shot, and the shot is made by the Real Zeros.
All right, well, that puts them up 8 points, and with only 2 minutes left, and well, now less than that, in fact. That could be enough for Leviathan. We'll see. And once more, case where it's not impossible, but because of the scoring pace, because of the stalemating, and because Leviathan, I mean, I'm expecting if they do get this disc back, we're going to see a little bit of clock drainage potentially, unless there's an open one available. So this is really going to be last Centurion's last stand, at least as far as this match is concerned.
It definitely is plausible, but they are going to have to score here and score fast. A great stun there, and it is recovered there. Another great stun at that, and it still is recovered by the Real Zeros. The Real Zeros now with the disc going to juke around those 3 players there. Look for that clear out. It doesn't quite make it. Kopesh able to recover it though, looking for that pass. They're going to have to score here and score fast. Looking for that pass down to Tipu. Tipu now looking for that 2-pointer, and it is still doable, bringing them back within 6.
All right, well, not out of it yet, yeah. Couple quick threes, ideally. I don't think 3-2s will be feasible, but if they can, go for a little bit of a heady defensive play here. Get quick turnover. Go for those goalie stuns. We could see it happen. Either or, though. Leviathan, they did a great job to really turn this around after that first round. Be very easy, especially as a team who has the expectations by default to win. It'd be easy to be a little bit shook by losing the first one, especially by only 1 point on a game-winning shot right at the end. So credit to them as they score again. I mean, they kept it together, and that is exactly what champions do.
And with that goal, that will be the ice here, as we will have about 5 seconds left on the clock as they come out of the tunnels here. Definitely kudos to both teams here, pulling off an amazing game, and what a game we saw here. What a great, maybe a last shot attempt there, not quite on, but a great game from both sides here.
Yeah, triple up on the score, and after that 1 point loss in round 1, bringing in Punda, and like I said, Punda Express. Ice in the veins, I guess Polar Express. Absolutely killed it with 10 points in the 10 out of the 15 points in the second round alone for Leviathan, as what Punda had there. And I guess we're about to see what Punda finished with, looking like 12, but I mean, then Real Zero's getting hot as well. So I mean, hey, the hot shot mods, I suppose, with the 14 and 12 apiece, some serious scoring outputs there we're witnessing from them. And a big turnaround, big win. Leviathan, favored as they were, they had to work for that one to stay here in the upper bracket and advance to the semifinals. So with that, just checking up on the other channels real quick for you guys. So you want to give us a read at the scores, perhaps?
Sorry, my mic was muted for a second there.
No worries.
Just had a crash.
All right, got you covered in that case. We'll be taking here a look at the stats, courtesy of course IgniteVR.gg. Go download Spark by the by, because it is a very powerful tool and very handy if you play Echo at all. Now that said, Leviathan again mentioned 14 and 12 for Punda and Zeros, but 4 points and 7 assists from Sagi. Love that number for sure. Jimbarine with the 2 points, 3 saves in there. Picks in that first round had a couple of assists, a save, and 9 stuns. You had Last Centurions with 4 points for Kopesh there and 8 for Tipu. Meanwhile, for Clean Mike, 3 assists, so still finding the hot hands to distribute to. And then Luigi Logic, those 5 saves. Always impressive to watch. And yeah, with that though, we'll send you real quick. Actually, I'll leave it on the stat screen here, and I'll pull up the brackets to take a look at that for you guys at home.
Team, and both of you people have one more chance to redeem yourself, and if you don't make it up, then you're out of the finals, which is really upsetting. I want both of these teams to win, but at the same time, only one can come victorious.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Would you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap going to be picked up by Game. Trying to send out, but Jason's there with the recovery. Going to be sent all the way through. Picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa! What a save there from Ryan. One of the biggest saves in the round two. It's going to send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe look for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, the Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
Bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So now, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's
A few times that shot just off of the post. Fallen with that pickup is going to get this one cleared out. Looking to get it through that tube. Gets caught in the trap. That's why we call it the trap. Frost will get that one cleared down into the Hydra zone, into the Hydra bubble.
We're gonna have to see what happens. I was looking very close for the side. Is Hydra, they are one of a kind. As Frost is gonna make a one of a kind shot, making another point, redeeming themselves, now making it a 2-point lead for the 4 horsemen. What a great timing to use their name to my advantage, as we're gonna have to be seeing what's gonna be happening, and it is the side of the 4 horsemen with the 2-point lead.
Slamish now walking this one up, going to send it into the tube there, into the hands of Shadow Rainer. Shadow cross pass, going to be a little bit behind the intended target. OSX Vapor, although good recovery there, Goblinity, but the disruption, Pam Bam. Goblinity though, getting it back. Pam Bam trying to get it back. It will actually be Boo 333, looking for the clear out, but into the hands there of Slamish. Slamish sending that one in. I believe that was an intended pass for OSX, but it will turn over and get cleared out. Caught around mid, though, does get through mid. Picked up there. A couple of stuns coming out. Will be Pam Bam with it. Pam Bam sending this one up, but Slamish with the pickup there is going to get it cleared back out into the 4 horseman zone.
It will be fought through trap. It will be Shadow Razor possibly going for a bounce shot. Fallen is going to fall down into the defense, getting it sent down through as Pam Bam gonna send that down through, looking very close. So close yet so far, as it will be a save from Slay, as that interception from Frost is going to get it back, keep it in that momentum on the side of Hydra's bubble, as Slay is going to send that down through. Nobody there for the defense this time, but possibly Shadow with the disc, having that time, having that chance for a possible 3, but Goblin is going to receive a possible solo. Oh, wow. That was very close for Goblin to almost be stunned, but he squirmed right into the right position, and that's gonna make it through, as it's gonna be sent right down into a tied up game.
Yeah, tying it up there. 4 minutes in, we're tied 4-4. And we'll be Fallen handling this one here for the 4 horsemen. Fallen up to Booth 333, sending him across. Just out of reach of Pam Bam, though able to handle that one off the bounce on the wall. Now sending that one across. Nobody in the area at the moment. But Shadow picking that one up. Going to go for the reset there to Slamish. Slamish Looking to clear that one out, though. It hits the popcorn block there in the trap. Picked up now by Frost, so we'll turn it over into the hands of the four horsemen here in the offensive zone. Frost doing some jukes here. Does get away from OSX. Sending that one up to Boo. Boo bringing it in. Stunned out. Disc is loose. Still loose. Off of a head up to the ceiling. Who's going to get this one picked up? Pam Bam with it. Taking a shot. That was going to go wide out of the bubble. But now into the hands of Frost here. The four horsemen still in possession. Frost juking around. Nacho going to get stunned out there by OSX, and that one is loose.
As Vapor's gonna send that through, it will be Fallen staying in that back end, keeping a good defense, as it will be Frost with that catch, making a reset down to Fallen once again. Make sure that they have a good position as it is tied up halfway through this first round. We're gonna have to see what happens as Shadow's gonna be trying to challenge Fallen, but Fallen's gonna do a good job with getting that reset down to Frost, keeping a nice possession, slowly tiptoeing to that goal, as it will be sent right down back to Fallen. Fallen going to be looking for a possible another connection. Look for the openings. Bounce shot. And it will be Pam Dan making another bounce shot back in the area, as this might be a pro for the side of Hydra, but it's going to be a little bit of a dogfight here. There's going to be a stun catch, but this time it's going to be passed down to Boo. Boo going to say, yoo-hoo, is that's a two-pointer for the four horsemen. And that will be a 2-point lead for them.
And there you go. Four horsemen going to take a 2-point lead here, 6-4 with 4 minutes to go in this first round. Now Hydra here with the Shelf's advantage. Going to be coming out 4 stacked in this number 1-2, Slamish. Quick pass there to that right side station block. Shadow. Seen this play a few times. This time a mirror of it, but good coverage there from the four horsemen. Got it disrupted a bit. They do get it turned over. Almost Fallen. Going to get stunned out here by Goblinity. Bringing it around. Going to take that shot. Goes quite wide and now going to end up out of the bubble and into the hands there. Frost looking for the clear. Going to juke around 2 defensive players. So that clear out's going to careen off of the lip twice there. Though back in the hands. Does get this one cleared out into the trap on the other side. A slap there from Boo to get it down into the bubble. And coming out there is Shadow to send this one back away.
This is going to be bouncing. It will make a bounce back right into the hands of Frost, as Frost is going to get challenged, as we are going to see Pam Bam with the disc. There's a possible chance for Boo, as Boo is wide open for that disc. We're going to have to see what happens, but it's going to be sent right back down through, as it will be. OXX going to be trying to fight for that disc, but it is the side of the four horsemen keeping that possession, as Frost is going to be fighting, doing a little bit of juking, and OSX is gonna make that successful connection, but that connection is not going to go that far, as that bounce shot right back into the geos is not going to make it through, hopefully, but Goblin is going to send it right back down through into the four horsemen side.
Now this one picked up there by Goblinity, bringing it in for the 2, and that will tie it up once again. So we're going to have just over 2 minutes to go here, a tie game in this first round, and that's still either team can make this one, as will be the four horsemen here with the just advantage. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that this is a very tight up game, and have we had a third? No, have we had a third round? I'm not sure if we have.
Not on this channel. No, we have not. They had a couple over there on channel 1, but yeah, not on channel 2 here yet.
Then they're still in our 3-rounders. I'm upset. Give us a 3-rounder. That's all of our casters, but we gotta hope for the best and see what these teams can manage. What we are gonna be managing is a possible bounce shot into that goal, but it's gonna be Pam Bam with that disc, but it will be Goblin making that interception. Gonna be trying to fight it, as Frost is gonna make that stun and send it right down through, as the interception's not there on time. This might be another 2-pointers. A nice response as Boo's gonna take that through another 2-pointer 40 seconds in, and it is now again a 2-point lead for the four horsemen.
Yeah, once again, yeah, as you say, four horsemen going to retake that 2-point lead. We're going to have just over a minute to go here. Let's see, a minute 14, almost exactly. Once these 2 doors open they shall. There it is, Slamish, quick pass there, and then we're going to see that play again, but look at that. Four horsemen had it red, sitting out one under the bubble. It's going to get the flat bounce off the bat wall. Shadow Raider getting stunned out, but getting the fling off. This one now back in the four horseman zone. Look at that, all 4 blue bodies are down there. They are committed to making that happen, but it's not going to happen right there. This one is still loose, picked up there by Boo. But we'll get that one cleared out. It's going to go all the way down in the Hydra zone near the Hydra bubble. Couple good chance to get down to it. Will be OSX Vapor getting it first, but sending it out in the hands of Pam Bam. Pam Bam sending this one down, looking for a one more goal here to ice this game, but that one is going to turn back over. OSX flinging that one out, does get it out. It's caught at mid, not out of the zone entirely. It's going to slap it back in. 30 seconds to go here as this one is caught in the near side trap. Goblinity looking for the clear, does get it out, and it's back into the 4 horseman zone.
As that is going to be a somewhat nice bounce. This is going to be sent right down through. We have 15 seconds left. This is still a possible chance for Hydra to come back if they can get it, but it's going to be looking nice and clear as Frost is going to...
Oh, my.
Wow. So, all right, that... Dimwit, I think that's the definition of what you... What's that phrase?
Ice.
The ice.
Yeah, that one right there. Beautiful three-point goal to close that round out. So we'll be the four horsemen taking round 1, 11-6.
Yeah, that is awesome. I checked your stats and yeah, I know why the stats were a little bit messed up.
Oh, I'm well aware of what happened last round. I'm hoping I fixed it here. That was a button I didn't hit. And no, it is not fixed. So I'm not sure what's causing that issue, to be quite honest, at this point.
I have it on my side too, so I think it's a general issue because I haven't touched mine, but hey, look at all the other stats of lots of teams. I think that's all right. Let's count with JG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's why Goblinity's name is not disappearing. So yeah, apologies for the stats there. But we can ignore those for the moment as you see a nice little highlight reel running at the moment. I'm gonna hit this button again. I thought I fixed it last time. I should have fixed it, but we'll see if you fix it one more time.
Anyways,
yeah,
I can bring up.
Go ahead.
I was going to say is that we can bring up the stats for the side as we are going to be starting, but it will be Frost with the 5 points, Boo 333 with 4, and Goblin again 6 points. So doing a good job, but we're going to be starting this off. Both sides doing a really good job. Can it be Hydra making that redemption, or will it be the 4 horsemen taking it in 2 instead of 4? I imagine a 4-round game, but it will be Shadow with that disc, trying to send that down through a possible 3. It's looking like Goblin's gonna get that disc, and a nice 15-second 2.
There you go. Yeah, 15 seconds in. Hydra is gonna get the first goal on the board here. And just a quick reminder: Palador is. Oh, you know what? Am I looking at the wrong channel? No, Palador is not casting this game. I am on Sidem Wee, and that is VJG casting here on channel 2. That shot off the backboard. OSX Vapor is going to get a 3 on the board here. That's going to put Hydra up by 5 suddenly.
Great momentum for them. Wow. I was going to say is Brooksy, I would say that you could respond to them, but they aren't venues and they got to focus, they got to do a good job. But what we are going to be focusing on is this game is Hydra finally, I think they got their oil and their robot suits, and they got their NOS running as everybody's going really quick, and that's doing a really good job. And going to be sent down through a possible bounce as Fallen is going to get that disc, going to be taking it down through as gonna be going on that top trench as Dimwit likes, as that's why we call it, as it's always a trap there, but sometimes you can use it to your advantage. It will be Pam Bam with that disc, taking it slow, which is a good idea as the bounce shot. That defense from OXX Vapor helped them through, not with saving that disc, excuse me, as it will be looks like it was a headbutt there, but OXX gonna be possibly getting this disc before anything, making some juking. It might be a possible another point. Gonna be solo. I'm gonna make a reset down to Goblin as Goblin's gonna be looking for a pass, doing a bounce shot as Shadow's gonna go for that 2-pointer, and Frost not sure what happened there, but just kind of standing still as Frost is gonna be ice cold, just stood still. But yeah, 7-point lead. Dimwit, this is a completely different match compared to the first.
Yeah, Hydra pushing up 7 points here. The 4 horsemen currently scoreless. Quick pass there to the left Pac-Man. Back to Fallen here. Fallen going to walk this one up as Goblinity pressuring. Puts the brakes on, backs it up. And kind of creating back. Oh, what a little boost there from OSX. This disc is still loose. OSX trying to track it down. Does as he gets a few stuns off. Going to get this one up there to Goblinity. Bring it in. Gets a 1v1 against a goalie. When that shot's going to go off the inside of the post. And Frost with the challenger is going to get that one picked up. Looking to try.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. Well, technically Channel Venues, Channel Main. That is to say, we're on Venues. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming. We're pretty much everywhere these days. VRML's growing. It's expanding. I got all these games, all these players, and Echo no less to the tune of, well, thousands. About 4,600 active VRML competitors here in this last season. Over I don't even know how many, 400 something teams. I'm just who've played at least one match. I believe 450. It's growing. And you know what? As we go into the third round of the brackets here on day one of the OCE Finals, well, we are prepared to end it on a good note because we've had some really strong matches thus far. The first two, they both went to 3 rounds. Some exciting looks, no doubt. And just as well on VRML Channel 2, have the final match of the day, this lower bracket match as well, streaming over there on that end by Sir Dimwee and JG. So a lot of excitement, no doubt. That one, this one going to be Last Centurions coming up against Invictus. Now that said, with great pleasure, I'm Palador, got a Kit Catastrophe next to me, and we're going for one more as we start off the first round, so welcome back.
Welcome back at that, and we are going to get this round kicked off here. Who is going to win the joust? And it will be the Last Centurions hitting it off strong with that headbutt that goes back down the field there. Kobesh able to recover it though. Pass off to Clean Mike. Clean Mike now going to walk it forward. Look for that pass across. Luigi Logic now going to walk it forward. A great pass there. I just muddled up my players. That's okay.
Clean Mike, that's okay. Clean Mike doing the assist duties to Luigi Logic, and not a problem to score the first 2 points. And hey, with that, we're off and underway. Of course, both these matches on this channel, Venues, as well as Channel 2 at the moment, these are lower bracket matches. So there's no coming back from this. This is win or go home in the context of this weekend and these OCE Finals. Look, all these teams across our 3 regions looking to claim their piece of the $8,200 prize pool in cash and prizes provided by our sponsors. So it's all coming down, for these 2 teams in particular, all coming down to how they perform in these next 20 to 30 minutes.
It is Spencer now with the disc, looking for that pass option across there, going for that long pass, connecting off a bounce, a pass up to the post there, the shield, and a score into the top pocket there, able to tie it up here. Great response from Invictus.
Yes, and great assist from Jelly to Cabbage Wrecker asking, are you Jelly? No, I'm just Cabbage. Well, no, he's Cabbage. I'm Palador, but my cabbages. Well, regardless. 2 points on the board for both of these teams, and a quick start. We saw that last game, of course. It was more of a slow start there. Last Centurions and Leviathan. Actually, in all the rounds, really, it was a very fast-paced game, but a low-scoring pace, if that makes any sense. But immediately here, a score per minute so far. Spencer PCS with a disc, looking to eject it into that orange field as they send themselves down as well on the stacks and recovering fast. It's Kopesh, but Kopesh getting stunned just as quickly.
Default now with disc moving forward, looking for that pass up to Cabbage. Cabbage looking for that goal, but a great stop there by Luigi Logic. Looking for that clear downfield. It doesn't quite make it out. It's back in the hands of Spencer PCS, but getting stolen by Kopesh. Kopesh looking for that clear, not able to make it out. And Jelly with the recovery there. The stack from Last Centurions, however, far superior, getting on top of that disc and able to get the clear down.
Some great goalkeeping just continuing to be shown. The thing, it's already hard being a goalkeeper in Echo Arena and really in any sport, right? It's a very high pressure position to play, whether it is in Echo or elsewhere. And yet to be able to do it with that kind of consistency that we're seeing, impressive in its own right. Let's see if they can get this shot, and actually maybe pass opportunity, not sure. Looking for a cut, but either way, missing the goal, missing the teammates, and now back to Jelly's arms as Jelly sends it down the floor.
Set the whole way down. It is in the last Centurion's bubble. The last Centurion stacked back there faster. Incoming Invictus now. Looking for that clear is last Centurions. It is good. It is going to go the whole way down. Bouncing off that backboard. Awfully close there, but the stack from Invictus saving a really long shot there.
Yeah, no kidding. That was dangerous, and even that secondary stack came back and almost got the grab on the disc as well, so really have to be careful and not hold on to the disc too long because these teams will certainly punish you with that kind of speed on their stack ability. And right down the floor, speaking of that stack ability, no, shot not made. However, the nest getting in the way, always a pest that is. But Jelly the recovery, Jelly to D-Foot. D-Foot looking high and saying hello, goodbye, making the goal right past Luigi's outreached arms.
Luigi still, however, able to get a piece of it.
So maybe more so into his outreached arms, but into the goal just the same.
It is last Centurions with the stack now. Invictus taking an unexpected lead here. At least unexpected in my opinion. A great pass down there to Tipu. Tipu looking for that pass downfield there. Some defense coming in from Invictus now. Looking for that man-to-man stack coverage. Looking for that pass back to Luigi. Not quite able to connect, but it is able to be recovered. Looking for that pass across there. Great pass to Clean Mike. Clean Mike to Kopesh. Kopesh back out to Tipu. Tipu now back to Clean Mike. Ooh. Looking for that shot, but D-Foot with the save.
D-Foot with defense, and now on to the offense. Let's see, right past the offhands, it's Jelly. Gets up 4 points, 6-2 here in this first round.
Invictus taking a strong lead here. 5 minutes left in this round. Let's see how Last Centurions can respond. Can they take this lead back, or will Invictus run away with it?
Well, Invictus needs to show some conviction. So far, they are doing just that. Last Centurions here, some hard hitters, heavy hitters for sure. There's Kopesh, always a hot hand, but instead losing the disc there to Jelly, who has been the hot hand and almost into the goal of just dinging around that rim and back again. Spencer, PCS, they're up by 6.
They're definitely running away with this lead now. Doing an impeccable job at that.
Yeah, I mean, a really good way to open up this round, certainly for them, knowing that this is what it comes down to for both these teams. They don't get any more second chances. This is a lower bracket, so if they lose today, they will not make it to day 2, despite the awesome gameplay we have seen from them. So definitely the stakes are immense, and the game is intense. Clean Mike looking for a pass over to that left lane, and just gets it right past the defender, and bounces right back to him, actually. But Kopesh there, missing the pass, kind of crossing when they should have crossed, and the disc will be lost here to Spencer once again.
They're down by Invictus. It will be chased back by both stacks here. Able to be picked up there by Invictus, looking for that pass across. Not quite able to connect, but Invictus back with possession now. Looking for that pass across. Cabbage now with it. Looking for a shot there and coming off Luigi's head.
Well, I'm not happy about that one, I'm sure. Just off the dome and kind of eyeing it down. Turning around and saying, really? Really, disc? You gotta do that to me? Always a tough thing for sure. I mean, especially, you know, being with the consistency we're seeing from Luigi. I mean, been hot defensively, if you can believe there is such a thing, a hot hand defensively, but always frustrating when it feels like, I could have had that, and then it goes against you. And then it goes against you twice in a row, in fact. So that can definitely play on the mentality a little bit. Certainly tough to deal with.
Stack coming back in, able to recollect that disc, looking for that pass, maybe a clear, and it is going to be loose down once again. It will be a stack race. It looks to be. Invictus getting back there first, not able to get a hand on it. Oh no, the ding there, dinging off the inside of the post. It is recovered by Invictus and cleared back down.
Oh, that is so tough. They were very nearly on the board there, and that could have made it so much closer. I mean, in the context of the pace of this match so far, 10-4 looks just drastically better than 10-2. I know it's only a 2 points difference, but it makes all the difference when it comes to the mental game, being able to see that you're still within just a couple goals reach. No, not too bad at all. That said, 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, and just not going the way thus far of Centurions, who are just coming off some back-to-back matches and definitely sweating it out here.
And it is in Centurions with that intercept once again. TP now with it. Gonna walk
There you go.
forward, drawing out both those defenders. Gonna put them back on the board and put them back within 6.
See, that's what I mean. 10-4. It looks dramatically better than the 2 points would indicate. Less than 2 minutes left, so it's still going to be a hill to climb, but a little bit of a more shallow hill compared to what it used to be. And Centurions, I mean, they've already been through a back-to-back 3-rounders. I'm not sure how it's gone for Invictus, but Centurions, they've definitely been kind of going the full length here in this tournament. Full 30-minute length, that is. I mean, they are definitely warm. And right now, trying to drop in some more points. This could be good for them if they get that. A bounce attempt, a recovery, a 3, and they're within 3 off of that, Kit.
OT question mark?
Maybe. There's more than enough time for another 3 or a couple 2s. I mean, we can see either way. Tie, game winner, or a clutch shot. That's what I love about these close games in the late season and the no matter what happens in the final minutes, Kit, it's going to be a clutch something.
Clutch something at that. The defense coming back from last Centurions, walking that disc forward. The pass wasn't there, looking for that clear out, but Spencer is on top of that disc, looking for that pass out. It hits some geometry. It is loose. D-Foot picking it up though. Tipper getting the stun off, picking that disc up now, inverting, looking for that clear down. It is all the way down there. Can they capitalize on it? Invictus is back first. Great
oh no! Oh, killer!
Clean Mag now with it, looking for that long backboard potentially. It is bouncing loose here. They will have to score a 3 to stay in it. Invictus gonna clear it out, looking for that long clear, and Invictus following it up, gonna put it in for 2. They are gonna take the first round.
Gosh, talk about killing the mentality of a team. If that were me, I'd definitely be frustrated off of that. To be honest, I'm also not sure if that was better or not. Lost tracking, I think it seemed there. Because on the other hand, they were down by 3, so that would have been a quick 2, and they would have only had, I don't know, 20 seconds maybe or so to cause a turnover and score. So, I don't know, kind of half glass, or glass half empty, half full type of situation. Still tough, but credit to Centurions. They were able to come back and still make a round of it, but closing it up off of that turnover and the clear. Well, 12-7, going the way of Invictus after the first, and it looks like we will get a little timeout here between rounds. To recalculate, at least for the teams, that is.
That definitely was a killer of mentality there. It's so hard with close games. They can be absolutely grueling on that momentum, but Invictus definitely coming out strong here, and I definitely don't think it was expected. Oh, it's going to be a close game here. I reckon Centurions can take this round 2. I want them to take this round 2. I want to see a round 3.
Well, I don't. Just kidding. I literally never say that, but I thought I'd throw a curveball just once out of the 1,000 times. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. To say that, I mean, it's almost the expectation because Centurions have been there twice in a row already in the upper bracket where they went to round 3 versus the Horsemen. They went to round 3 versus Leviathan. Some impressive victories for sure. So the fact that Invictus can come in here as well, ranked just a couple spots below. You can see Centurions number 4 on the regular season, finishing there. And 6 was Invictus, right? That 50-50 record, 16 wins, 16 losses. Not too much separation on the whole from these two teams. But yeah, Invictus, credit to them being able to come here and really battle it out with a team who's just got done battling out with some equally strong teams and champions, you know, over on the other side of the brackets.
Maybe Invictus are just hungry for a win here. I think they came off 2 losses, maybe? Or 1 loss. I'm not sure. Brackets are complicated.
You know, I was talking about this with Dimwee just yesterday when I was trying to organize a little bit of the scheduling and casting and things. If there's such thing as bracket dyslexia, I definitely have that. It can be right in front of my face, and I'll just I'll go blank. Not to be confused for the team over there in EU, which, by the by, we're about, let's see, 8 hours away. So the EU, day 1 of the European finals will also be beginning here across our channels, venues, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. So tune in for that again about 8 hours from now, or 7 minutes or 7 hours and 15 minutes from now as well. And then NA North America will be even later on in the day. But all weekend long, we're going strong here in VR Master League to finish out our Season 3. And these teams competing again for their share of the $8,200 prize pool between cash and prizes, courtesy of our fantastic sponsors and HyperX and Asterion products there. You saw Kit casting. Kit Kats with the HyperX Quadcast as well, and again Asterion products contributing, and VRware.net. Some of those sweet promos and that sweet merch that I do love so much from VRware.net, and really all of our teams. I'm kind of making a collection at this point of team jerseys and shirts. Of course, Fixed Gaming, who provide a lot of the music you hear here on the streams and in intermissions in particular. And as well as Rebuff Reality and ProTube VR, who just added to that prize pool as well as of the last week, and VR Cover. So a lot of support from our various sponsors, a lot of support from the communities, and it's always appreciated.
I think what's definitely appreciated is the ungodly hour that Palador, JG, and Dimmy are all awake at. I don't know what time it is currently, but I know that JG and Dimmy started around 1 a.m. their time. I'm not sure. I can't math.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's around.
Yeah, but
it's around 1 a.m. for me right now. But that's okay. That's almost prime time for me.
Ungodly hours of the morning. Shout out to these guys who are awake at such stupid hours to make sure every OCE final game is cast. So big shout out to them.
Oh, absolutely. And right back at you as well. I know it's kind of home hours for you, but definitely Catastrophe, along with a lot of other casters that we brought in just towards the beginning of April from the for VRML. A lot of matches being casted. I know for Kit, prioritizing trying to stream and cast as many as possible in OCE and really all of our regions. So a lot of fantastic efforts. JG also, as Kit mentioned, another one of those new casters who came in and just able to stream a ludicrous amount of matches over the last month. Now we're talking just hundreds of hours over the course of the season, thanks to all of our community volunteers who just want to do their best to feature these players and give them the screen time and to kind of reward them in a sense, because they also reward us with their play and their skill. So they put in the work playing, we like to put in the work casting.
Absolutely, and we do have that round starting now. We do have the second round here. Can Last Centurions take it to a third round, or is Invictus going to take it in two?
All right, that is the question, and the question shall be answered here, well, within the next 10 minutes or so, and that is a blazingly fast joust, headbutted right back into their own arms. They just waited it for to return. Kind of rushed the clear, though, it seemed like. Threw it right back into the reaches. Perhaps, maybe not. Jeez, getting lost there on the recovery a bit, but yeah, kind of a chaotic joust. But 20 seconds in, possession now goes to Jelly.
Default walking forward with it now, looking for that pass back. Not quite able to connect. Last Centurions able to follow it up. Clean Mike now with the disc, looking for that clear out. It is bouncing loose. Clean Mike looking to chase it down now. The defense back from Invictus, looking for that pass to the floor there. Kopesh with it now,
Ooh.
Looking for that shot into the top pocket. What a play at that.
That was a slick shot there, and really had to play the angle tight due to the defense kind of in the area, and not the easiest shot to make, but always a beautiful one to hit when you get those dingers that just hit that perfect pocket. Picture perfect, in fact. So nicely done. Timeout was initiated here, it looks like by one of the teams. I guess on that note, gives us an opportunity to bring up some of that aforementioned music from our lovely sponsors at Fixed. Now we see also checking out some of the chat as well, noticing some more champs and some more mods and all of the above. So For context, of course, anyone tuning in here across our streams, wherever you are, if you are on YouTube or Facebook, Twitch, or venues, especially venues, we're definitely always happy to be featured on there and to show off Echo Arena. VRML is a community league, community-ran league here from top to bottom. And it's free to register in, free to play. We're in multiple games across the VR scene, including Echo, including Pavlov and Onward, and so much more to come as well, continually. And yeah, if you love VR, if you love these VR games, and you love competing in them, I mean, that's what we're here for. Our casters, the most knowledgeable because they're the players, and moderators, the most moderatable because reasons. Nonetheless, this is all here because of you and for you, so thanks for joining us here as we continue on round 2, the timeout now out.
Spencer now with the disc, dancing across the floor, gathering away from that defense, looking for that pass up there to the trench, top trench, not quite able to make it. Kopesh with the intercept, looking for that clear downfield. It is bouncing loose, back through, overshooting. The disc is both players there. Spencer coming out on top though, looking for that clear out, but it is intercepted by Kopesh. A great pass down, but the ding there. Tipu now with it, gonna walk forward, look for that shot, not quite able to make it. A great pick up there. The bounce shot attempt not quite on the stack from Last Centurions, able to recover it, looking for that pass out. It is clean Mike now with the disc, looking for that pass across. Kopesh now with it, doing the float away, and into the goal it goes.
That was nice. Kopesh with a full extension showing off the wingspan. That's back-to-back hits. Granted, a few minutes apart because of the timeout, but back-to-back no less for Kopesh. Was kind of wondering when he might catch on fire once again. But those were 2 nice goals and not the most conventional ones either.
Not the most conventional goals at that. A missed clear there. Able to capitalize on it is Last Centurions. Got the disc now. Gonna walk it forward. The stack coming back at his second stack. Getting that stun. Gonna chase down the disc now with possession. The stack from Last Centurions getting the stun off. Able to get the disc is Kopesh. Slapping it down. But another great intercept there by Jelly. Jelly gonna chase it down. Slap it downfield. It is bouncing in that bottom trench area. Default looking to chase it down. The stack coming back from Last Centurions, and it will be tapped out by Luigi Logic.
Well, Spencer with the recovery nonetheless, and back into the bubble. Getting a grab here. It's D-Foot. D-Foot being stunned by those hands. Clean Mike taking another one, sending it back to Kopesh. Kopesh up the floor now, has to contest with Jelly. Jelly was a pretty hot hand in the first round, but no points to be had or spoken for so far in the second. So quickly to Tipu. Tipu quicker on the shot, and could have been good had it not been for Spencer covering it off with the defense. Need a dispenser here. Some good grabs.
Kopesh able to recover it, however, looking for that pass across there to Mike. Mike now walking it forward, looking to take that one-on-one with the goalie, but no, a pass off to Tipu, and Tipu is going to finish off that play, taking them up by 6 points.
Nicely done. With that, already, what a better start for them. They had 7 points total in the first round, the first 10 minutes for Last Centurions. And only 4 minutes expended here. They are within 1 point of that already. So dramatically higher output. They've held Invictus to 0 points on top of it. So even doubly impressive. So momentum swing and full effect.
It will be Last Centurions looking to get that disc first, but no, Invictus able to get it out. Default picking it up now, looking for that clear across, but it is intercepted by Luigi Logic, but another intercept once again. It is back and forward here, falling into the hands of Default, but not quite. Tipu is going to get the stun off, looking for that reset pass to Kopesh, and Kopesh is going to push the disc back forward into the other half, but the backline player is there, able to get a hand on it, looking for that pass out.
And D-Foot has a available pass, maybe. No, just ducked one, but got taken back by the second stack from right behind. So not able to keep clear of those arms. And now let's see, is it going to turn into, yes, indeed, some great harm. It's 8 points on the board. Still yet uncontested. No points on the opposite. All right, launching out now, 8-0. Will be Cabbage Wrecker with the disc here, sending it out.
Cabbage Wrecker now looking for that clear, but it bouncing luckily into Jelly's hands. Jelly looking for D-Foot there. D-Foot is going to hold onto that disc, bait out that defense, look for that pass up there to Spencer. Spencer now with it, going to walk forward, look for that pass across there. Jelly now with it, juking around that defender, going to walk it forward, but getting stunned out. Spencer will recover it, going to invert there, looking for that pass off. But the defense from Last Centurions able to get the disc out. Once again, it will be a stack race here, and it will be Last Centurions back there first, overshooting the disc a little, but able to capitalize on it. But the stun from Invictus getting that clear back out.
And going really into heavy, crowded situations here, kind of on both sides of the floor. You see end-to-end, these stacks trailing behind now and getting the disc back momentarily, but a lot of these pass attempts or these drives attempts, when they do go into the bubble, are just thrown into a cluster of players, so it's really making it difficult for either team to really maintain solid possession here. That said, things changing in a flick of a wrist, and the shot from D-Foot at that. Will take their first 2 points happily, I might add, after, what, 7 minutes just about without a score.
What a play there, and they are on the board. Last Centurions now with that joust advantage, looking to take back that momentum now is Invictus, pushing hard on them. They want this, they're hungry for it, but Centurions are definitely telling them otherwise. Clean Mike now with the disc, walking forward, looking for that pass back there, and drawing out that defender, getting the points. They take their momentum back.
All right, well, 8 points lead once again, just like that. So it took 7 minutes of action for the first couple coming in for Invictus, and then wiping it off in no time at all. So basically undoing any buildup that they had to potentially come back into this later portion of the round. Of course, not to say a comeback isn't possible. We've already seen it before a couple different times today with these big turnarounds and momentum swings, but they need to act pretty fast here.
Great intercept there by Last Centurions, able to get the disc down once again. Oh no, just overshooting that, but Clean Mike now, tapping it off to Tipu. Tipu now going to take it forward, look for that pass potentially, walk it in, look for that pass under the goal, and they take it in for another 2 points. They are up by 10.
There you go. I mean, executing to perfection, it would seem there. I mentioned only a minute or two ago, the clusters were causing a lot of these 50-50s where both teams were kind of struggling to find that possession and get momentum again, but really cleaning up on some of these last plays. We're seeing those passes go through, trying to find that proper spacing, and now getting displaced by 3 different defenders. But look at that. They stack onto the disc, they knock it loose, and then they spread out. That is the key there. The disc gets knocked loose. They don't stay in the same spot. Unless they're intending to just go for a dribble move, then spacing out is the right idea. So either way, find your strategy and commit to it, and they're spacing very well. And as a result, they're going to get another goal attempt, but denied by D-Foot. Taken back here by Luigi. Luigi off the backboard and back into the midfield.
Oh, a bit of dubstep disc there, but it falls back into the hands of Last Centurions. Gonna walk it forward, look for that pass across, maybe a cut, but no, he's gonna take the shot himself on that really steep angle, extending that lead to 12.
All right, round 3 is all but a guarantee now. It's just a question of by how much. So important, and very, very pertinent for a score here. I always say it because it's true. A comeback in a round, a comeback in a series, it doesn't necessarily have to start in the same round. If you're talking about a 3rd round comeback for Invictus, they're gonna have to do it here in these last 42 seconds. Luigi saying absolutely not, denying that shot. Open goal, but no! Clean Mike, another take, and the defense now clamping down and sending it midfield.
And D-Foot now with it, but the stack from Last Centurions absolutely denying any last chance of some points there. Looking for the goal now. Clean Mike now with it, gonna walk it to the floor, maybe hold off the time a little, go for that long pass. Doesn't quite connect. He gets the disc back, looking for that tap off to Kopesh. Kopesh is gonna put it in for 2 and end the round with a 14-point lead.
Now what a way to do it. Again, off a perfect pass, a series of passes, and even when it got a little chaotic, Kopesh was able to get that pass from Clean Mike right on the backboard. So not worried about the cluster, and that's the thing too. When you get on the disc, having your teammates communicating where they are and where that next pass is going well before the even happens, well before the play unfolds. That is such a big key, especially when it comes to those bubble situations where you really don't have a lot of time to react. It's very, very difficult to have more than even a quarter of a second sometimes inside that goal. So when you're able to communicate to your players where that next pass is going, like last Centurions did on the last 2 or 3 consecutive plays, you're going to get those nice goals where you just drive it in and get that really upfront pass and leaving no time for the goalie to react too much to it and be bothered by it. So well done on their part to really come back after a tough first round loss.
Absolutely, definitely well done, and definitely I think they needed to get back into it. Maybe a little bit disheartened by the loss to Leviathan there, and still able to bring it back in this second round. Let's see what they can do in this third round. Maybe we can see a closer round here. Maybe we can see Invictus take it. Who will take this next round? We will find out very shortly.
Yeah, it's coming down to this. I know you mentioned, and I think chat mentioned too, like Dimwee was there late here at night streaming matches with JG over there on channel 2 to make sure we get all of these covered. So imagine all that. This means we're down to the wire in the last match of the day for OCE. That is, of course, Europe and North America. Those finals still on the way in the hours ahead. But first off, Clean Mike off this joust right into the teeth and still chews him up somehow. 2 points on the board.
A great way to open up this round for last Centurions. Going to take that lead. Invictus going to need to respond strong here. They have some unanswered points from the previous round as well, so they definitely need to get on top of it here.
And quickly on the defense, Clean Mike trying to redirect, but actually loses the handles on the stack, so this will offer maybe an opportunity to push. Let's see. But credit, though, Tipu actually doing a great job. Read that pass before it even occurred to that top shoulder, but they go right back to it, and this time left alone with a throwdown. Cabbage Wrecker, a home wrecker, or at least a goal wrecker, ties it up. But you see, they went right back to it after the initial good defense, but then just left them alone.
Definitely a great way to get their momentum back. What a play by Invictus, able to tie it up here. Luigi Logic looking for that pass across, doesn't quite make it out. It is bouncing loose there. Can the stack from Invictus punish? But no. Centurion's getting a hand on it first, bouncing back. Kopesh looking to recover it, picking it up now, looking for that clear down. Pass to Mike. Mike gonna pass it to Tipu. Tipu now with the disc, gonna walk it forward, looking for that pass across. And it is passed back to Mike. Mike now going to dodge that defense, looking for that shot, not quite able to make it. D off the post and falling into the hands of Cabbage.
You know, it didn't work out for the points, but I just like the two-man game. I think it's a very aesthetically pleasing way to play Echo Arena, and that would be a very aesthetically pleasing shot. Rebound here, maybe. There's the stun, just out of the reach of Clean Mike, but on the next attempt, immediately flings it off the backboard, knowing there was not a lot of time before Cabbage was there to contest. But there you go. They go back to Clean Mike, all alone on the post, and that theme we saw just earlier on kind of continues here with a different player, where the initial great defense coming out to contest and leaving the player there, though, and resulting in a pass for a second attempt from the same area. And now we see Clean Mike taking advantage of that time.
And it will be Invictus with the just advantage. Maybe trying something a little different here. Going for that long clear. Not quite able to connect, though, but Jelly able to recover it. A pass down to D-Foot. D-Foot now going for that spin shot. Going into that bottom pocket there. Able to get it past the defense. And able to tie the game up once again.
That was nice. Some footloose action, I guess, from D-Foot. I mean, putting on some moves that would break my ankles, that much I know. But 4-4, 3 minutes in. So very stale-matey way to start off here, but a definite barn burner of a match on the whole. These teams sweating it out for their final attempt here, and their final hopes of staying alive as they keep it alive, but Tipu taking it back. D-Foot definitely not happy of it. Tipu, though, gonna tip the hats and say, I'll take that.
I think that was a little dirty, but that was a beautiful play by Last Centurions, able to read where that disc was, and Invictus not having anything to, they cannot defend that. That is really impossible to defend. A great joust here though. Spencer looking for that pass down to Jelly. Jelly now with it, dropping the disc, picking it up, however, looking for that pass across to Cabbage. Cabbage now dancing, looking for that reset, not quite able to connect though. It is bouncing down, and it will be D-Foot able to pick it up first. Looking for that pass across, but a great intercept by Kopesh, and it is cleared out. A great stack, but the follow-up, no, a loss of tracking! And it just not having it with the tracking today, and the disc goes back down into the Centurion side.
A little bit too much mustard on it, maybe, so losing the handles, and hopefully they'll keep control and keep it cool. However, because it's still a very, very tight matchup, Tipu trying to clear it and recognizing, again, well done, because there was a lot of defenders in the midfield, recognizing the correct alley to throw it down and to give them a chance at another collection, maybe even a shot. This is going to be a tough one, and opting for maybe a back out now. The defense does get back into the goal.
Pushing forward is Last Centurions. A great pass up there and a great shot at that, extending the lead to 4. They now have double the points. Let's see if they can double their lead. They definitely have doubled their momentum, and what a great play at that. Let's see how Invictus can respond. Can they take back their lead? Can they pull off this round win?
Trying to do just that. Alonshov sending 2 through mid and 1 at the tunnel, but 1 at the tunnel getting awfully stunned. So the tunnel nearly closed, but they'll still find the angle as Clean Mike attempts a bit of a dusty, and a couple more. In fact, there's a big brawl unfolding. The players scrumming left, right, center, and really off center as a result. But the balance now starting to turn the tides into the orange zone, but diving out there is Luigi Logic in the goal, not only stopping goals directly inside, but also knowing when to dive, and this is going to give them that opportunity at a goal. Granted, a missed one, but they will dribble down the floor for recovery. Oh, Kopesh, what a shot! Slapping it down, and that was sick.
6 points now, leading. Century is leading by 6 points now. Invictus are going to have to respond soon. They are starting to run away with the momentum here, maybe creating a little bit of a snowball. Invictus definitely need to intercept that and look for their options. Spencer now with the disc, looking for that pass down, but another intercept there by Kopesh. Kopesh going to clear it downfield, but it is going to be recovered there by a player from Invictus, clearing it back down. Once again, Centurions chasing it, getting a little bit of a tap on it, not quite able to get a hold. They are, however, going to recover it.
Oh, gotta be careful. You can see right there. I mean, losing the disc a little bit and getting spinny with it, but Jelly being stunned. So you talk about snowball effect and things like that. I mean, those types of plays worth 2 points, technically speaking, but it's worth so much more in terms of the emotional and mental game, right? Those are the kind of shots that happen there that can deflate a defense, and they can really elate an offense. So gotta be careful as we get real late into this third and final round. Loser goes home. That is it. This is double a limb, but both these teams now fighting to stave it off and make it to the second day.
They are trying to make it to the second time, and it is Tipu going to walk it forward, looking for that shot there, going into the bottom pocket there, floating up, looking like he was going to throw it into the top pocket, but no, throwing it down into that bottom pocket, extending their lead to, I can't maths, I think it's 8.
8, but I have no idea how Tipu even got that. That was nuts. There was so much defense there in the area, but they just couldn't get the grip. So slippery like an eel, and looking to steal away this third round with 2:40 left on the clock. So maybe in position to complete that reverse sweep. If they keep this up, it's getting dangerous.
It is getting dangerous here. 2.5 minutes left. Last Centurions with the possession now, looking for that pass out. It is going to be cleared the whole way down, bouncing loose into that bubble, and it looks like it will be Last Centurions picking it up first. Clean Mike with it now, doing some jukes, looking for that pass off to Kopesh. Kopesh going to pass it out to Tipu. Tipu getting a bit antsy there, going for that shot on those goalies, and it will be cleared back out, but Last Centurions get the recovery.
yeah, I think they can see and they can feel that flame starting to be snuffed out. Only a minute and 50-some seconds remaining, so everything here is going to be absolutely vital in terms of executing to perfection. And that is going to be a tall order now as another grab, just offering no room, and that is out of there, at least for a moment, as some more stacks come through. A minute 40 and looking to take this away if they can play some clock or even just get another goal. I mean, we're just moments away from this being mathematically over.
And so now walking forward, the Dusty and the pass off. Jelly now with the disc walking forward, looking for that pass off there. Maybe passing over to Cabbage. Cabbage now across there, but not quite able to get it. It does bounce loose. It will be recovered, however, by Invictus. The spin pass clear, not quite able to make it, but still recovered there. The shot's not quite on. Another intercept from Last Centurions. Can they get down here? Kopesh leeching a little bit, but the stack from Invictus is back.
Well, they get there efficiently and less than a minute left now and looking for some closure, it would seem, looking to survive to day 2, and they are about to. Cabbage Wrecker a fling down midfield, and more brawls here in the back line will perhaps enable a open 3. There's D-Foot. Oh, too low on the goal. And that is right back to Kopesh. 37 seconds and remaining this stream and this day 1 about to end not easily, certainly, for Centurions going through the ringer of 3 round 3s in a row in their matches today, and some way, somehow, finishing strong.
Definitely going to finish strong here. There is 10 seconds left. Let's see if Invictus can finish off with a bang. An intercept there by Last Centurions. The disc is loose. 5 seconds left. And Centurions take round 3.
Wow. Well, with that, I mean, credit to both these teams and really all the teams we streamed today for putting on major fights. I mean, here on venues and across the channels, like I said, 3 round 3s. And they did indeed please. Certainly from an entertainment standpoint. But hey, Centurions get the job done in the most difficult of ways. So could be one of those dark horses type of teams. Ranking high here, obviously having big games against Horsemen and against Leviathan. So with that, day 2, I'm kind of interested here. Actually, I'm very, very interested in seeing if some upsets do continue or potentially occur, because hey, no time like the present and no time like the end of a season to make a major, major statement against the top dogs of these divisions.
Absolutely. I definitely reckon we had a great set of games here tonight. Some upsets in some rounds and 3 round 3s, which is not often seen. So it's absolutely amazing to see. And what a way to finish off today.
Yeah, like I said, no time better than now, right? Because teams, even top number 1 seed, undefeated teams or nearly undefeated teams, we see it season after season. It's a different beast when you get into the end, when you get into the finale, these kind of moments. That's when you see really all these teams test their mettle in these long-form tournaments, and always just a tremendously exciting thing to see on that note. But with that, well, we will see what happens in the coming days here on Master League, VR Master League, across all of our channels. Again, we have finals across all 3 of our regions starting here, all competing for their shot and their share of the $8,200 prize pool provided by our sponsors at HyperX, Asterion Products, Pro2 VR, VR Cover, VRware.net, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and man, I am fixing for some more matches. And we'll have it, let's see, in about 7 hours around. 7 hours, 15 minutes. That's when our European leg will start. Until then, though.
1 a.m.
Yeah, and Kit will be there. Just like me being here late for my time zone, Kit will be there late for hers. And so on and so forth we shall go. Because ain't no time like a echo. That made more sense in my head than it did anyway, vocally. But any last words here after those stellar series of matches before we part off?
No, I'm just excited to see more of this region tomorrow, and EU, and not very long at all, and then NA. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens, and there definitely will be more hype coming soon.
Well, absolutely. I'm sweating already thinking about it, actually. But okay, so Until then, everyone who joined us here across our cast, across our streams, across our channels, thanks for joining. I've been Palador, that's been Kit Catastrophe. Thank you again to Sir Dimwee and JG on Channel 2 for also streaming the other matches here and getting everything casted as we do seek to do. So with that, be happy, be safe, be good to each other, emphasis on that always, and we'll see you again mighty soon.
And we're underway.
Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.